can't refuse. Intellectual appeal for the safety of your cruise. Control the whole of our narrative. See, our drive ain't been smooth, but it's that rough patch that's giving me the edge to not lose. Mindset on that million. I'm talking less about views. I'm talking more about checks. I'm talking less about dues. Trust I done paid all of mine. Now multiply that by 2. Now if you give me my props, my set be full of that proof. But they don't wanna hear that. Man, they only fear that. They don't wanna show love to the young, gifted, and black. See, our sultanas in tech, and they can't deny that. Soul brother number 3, I ain't no seeing me trap. Yeah.
It's some G's around this table. We've been working for this label, and all the hard work and dedication and all the tribulations they added to what you're seeing. We've been working for some time.
My phone sounds solid, kid.
All right. What is pressure in your household?
Hey, my phone
never pressure.
My phone stay on silent no matter what stage of life I'm in. You feel me?
I feel you, my boy.
I don't want to hear nobody hit me up.
Hey, blink twice if you're in distress. Shit, we're gonna save my dog later. All right, so like Daley said, I'm leading the show today. It's interesting, but let's do the introduction and then we'll get into it.
First of all, we here for number 2, man.
Hey yo, number 2, we in this bitch.
It took us a little minute to
man,
set up today, though.
Man.
No. Yo, it took us a minute to get the podcast off the ground, so I'm just happy that we going, man.
Nigga, that's an understatement.
And it's out because the last 4 episodes.
Hey, the first 4 episodes, the first real 4 episodes. Hey, I saw what you did there with the title.
We had a whole
too.
Table.
With the what?
The title of the first one.
Oh yeah, when that's 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Finally out. What was it?
That was like take 1-2.
Oh yeah.
That was fine.
Appreciate that, man.
The table was long, but
now we got couches.
we got couches.
Now we got couches. I'm mad because we had some good content too with Tati. That was a fire episode.
Hey, let's drop those on Patreon.
Oh
just
yeah,
as like an imperfect.
Yeah,
imperfect
pod.
And then we had one with Luke. We got to check. We got to double back with Luke and check, make sure that's still good.
Nah, that's he gonna get the send him the Rails highlights for memory lane or something.
Bro, because
but I think they're good though. They
exactly. So we
Hey, let's just go.
Hey man, that's conversation.
Let's just go. Let's go.
We definitely released.
Hey, shout out to my
that.
dog Luke, man. We gonna
Luke
get some
Taleno.
music in. I promise you, bro. Shit just been hectic. Shit been crazy, but
King of Hialeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
So I am
Daley, the Don Daley.
Man, Daley HTG. Brand new single, Nothing to Lose, is out right now. Videos coming soon. Dropped the freestyle talking about shit called Flameless Flow. Off that Meek Mill shit. You feel me? If you felt like it was a jab at you, it probably was.
All the smoke.
Hey,
You're a wildfire. You are.
Hey,
and we got more coming.
Do they know? Do they be knowing?
They know.
Sure they do, bro. Cause
they know.
Look, bro, they try to cancel our last one. You think I don't? People be thinking I'm just bugging, bro. But a lot of my paranoia come from like,
bro. I be knowing. I be hearing certain lines and I be like, yo, that's for you.
That's for.
So if I peep it and I ain't go through it,
they gotta know.
They gotta know. If they don't know, then they deserve to be told.
Couple different women at your side. Lying to these people trying to make me have their problem.
Wait, you didn't drop the other one.
Not yet.
The other one is, you gonna know.
Hey, you know what this reminds me of? You know how when comedians, they got the mic on stage, so you don't even know what that person down there is saying, and then they getting roasted. That's why you can't date rappers.
Bro,
you
don't give me a mic and opportunity.
What? You can't be out here dating rappers and singers, man. You gonna get a song about you.
That's a fact.
And you lucky I'm just not a different type of nigga, because there's a lot of shit that like
we can
real
get explicit.
Toxic nigga. Dude, kid. I'm just gonna keep it very surface and, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just gonna tell my side of the story. I'm not gonna be too disrespectful.
You gonna tell you're hurt.
But there's some, if I was Drake out here, might be some voicemails coming out. You know what I'm saying?
My boy could give you innuendos and direct messages, my boy.
Son, stop playing it, bro. I might make my cover art some dumb shit you said.
You know, I cook that up. I'm ready for all the smoke.
Screenshot the text message.
Screenshot the text message. Listen, what I want people to understand is it's still there. Like,
wait,
just so because we're done.
You don't delete the past?
Nah, you got to keep receipts, my boy. You got to keep receipts.
Only time I delete shit is if my phone fuck up and it just go. It don't ever, nigga, it's not no accident.
We're not actively storing it like, all right, I'm going to save it and da-da-da. But like, it's like, it'll stay there. Just act right.
I'm actively saving that shit, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Just act right.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. This is the only thing that I'm nervous about with this one person, kid. Is like we had shot some content, and like in the middle of the content, like, cause we was vibing at the time, the camera was still rolling, and we were, you feel me? So like in my head, I'm like, damn, she might go ahead and drop that, but then it's like,
own it, drop it first.
not even that. Like even if she do drop it,
the game,
even if she
You
do
got
drop
it. That's
it,
the only way to dead fire.
no, it's not even on fire though. Even if she do drop it, it's gonna be like, okay, and like,
Oh, then fuck it then.
yeah.
Whoever that person is, whatever that, fuck you.
Hey, don't put that out, man. Hold that to yourself. Cherish that moment.
Daily don't condone my fuck you, but I do. Fuck you.
Nigga, fuck you.
On behalf of my dog, fuck you.
Hey, they know it's fuck you.
I hope I don't really know the person, because then
Of
if I ain't got no beef with
course,
the person,
of
they just gotta fuck you for no reason.
No.
Damn.
It's known.
Well, fuck them.
But yeah, I'm Daley HTG. You feel me? My toxicity is over. Diego, what's poppin', kid?
I'm Diego, the #1 facilitator of the world.
Yeah.
Keep your dreams going.
Yeah.
I see you, Diego.
You sound like a nigga that's trying to get hoes out the strip club.
Hey, baby. Come here, baby. What your plans
strip
is?
club, because just because you're a stripper don't mean you're a hoe.
You getting in New York for an opportunity?
But
Look at
what if they both exist there, bro?
They do.
Nah, they do.
What if they like
you are what you
Brittany? Sorry, Brittany Renner.
Oh, I'm about to say like, damn, you just gonna shoot the homie?
That's a
I'm
different.
sorry.
Damn,
Two different
but
Britneys.
I've only had one friend named Brittany, and the real way to pronounce it is Brittany. So
Brittany. Hey,
my
Brittany.
ideology of
Brittany.
I don't know
Britneys
why,
have
but
been ruined.
I have to tap into my Jamaican accent when I like pronounce her name.
Yeah,
You have to. That's the only
what
way.
For some odd reason, Brittany.
Brittany.
I follow. You don't know. I don't know why. For no reason. For no reason. But yeah.
For me, because I even peeped it when we did Sunday service together, bro. Like, I introduced her as Brittany, so they knew how to say it. But then after that, I was like, bro, that's too much work. Yeah, Brittany, go ahead and kill this shit.
I gotta remember my
Like, yo,
lyrics
that's so
and your name.
disrespectful, dog.
Shout out Brittany, man.
Yeah, man, big up Brittany, dog.
Big up. The mute them. The mute them can sing. But yeah.
Do that.
On to my boy, help me out here, Joe.
LimitlessJoe here, #1 producer in the world.
Hey, Joe is really unlimited. So if y'all motherfuckers really think that that's just a gimmick,
Nah.
all right.
Yo, everything that's come out of Neuyu in the past 2 years, bro, 99.9% of that shit has been produced and mixed and mastered by Joseph.
And even if it was produced by somebody else, Joe made
Joe.
it better.
Whoa.
Pew pew. I want all the
Hey,
smoke.
I'm just an
That's
executive.
still the homie, though, bro.
listen,
check me
I
out.
want my episodes
when
to
I don't
get views.
produce, when I'm not producing, I'm executive producing. That's all it
Facts.
is, bro. I gotta. Hey,
I got a perfect music topic for us to talk about. I just don't know if y'all peeped it, but we'll save that.
All right,
don't
right.
forget it. We'll get back to it.
I got you.
You want to type it to yourself, my boy? Something?
And I got this here.
All right, don't forget.
I mean, I might,
I'm gonna be
but
big, man.
Hey, but hold on. How was y'all weeks, bro? How was the podcast experience for you now that we're out?
I was about to say, because personally,
All right, I'll kick it off. Let my dog
Hey,
regroup.
work wise, we talking about work. Let's not talk about real
So
life.
it was weird for me because I was out of town. I was in Boston on a work trip,
Oh.
and so when it dropped, it was kind of like I couldn't bask in the glory. Like Joe sent us like a whole bunch of clips to like promo or to review, but I couldn't because I was like constantly shooting. So I'm like basically like tapping into episode 1 in a hype. Now that I'm back, while them boys are like had their little moment. It was a little vibe though, but I was excited though. I was like, oh, me. Content. I'm in front of the camera for the first time. So yeah, that was my week.
I liked it, bro. I mean, I'm saying not to sound like not to sound jaded, but I ain't new to this. I mean, I ain't new.
Well,
It felt like
felt familiar.
it felt familiar, and then it also felt good knowing that in reality,
It didn't fall all on you.
not even just that. Oh shit, you thought
Listen, I'm with the smokes
Come
today,
on,
my
son.
boy.
it was more like this. Before any of those other contents came out, this was started.
Got you.
If you get what I'm saying. So it's like, damn, to know that the one thing that initiated all of this is finally out, that felt comfortable. Like,
Wait.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because like this was
this is my
like-
first pod.
Yeah, theoretically, because we talked
Oh,
about
yeah,
this
yeah.
pre-COVID,
Okay.
right?
This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this
right,
is
right.
pre everything.
When we initially started the
Bro,
pod.
pre 1257, pre me helping others, pre everything, bro.
Me help others.
Look how
Fuck you,
everything come
others.
back. Look how everything come back full circle, man.
Nah, but I think that was the most beautiful part, and I think on top of that, to add to the fact that like recently, I think we had like a switch in like moments, like even coming back from the Cali trip, where it was like, fuck it. We're just gonna take matters into our own hands and just like do more.
Energy definitely shifted, bro. Focus shifted, and then to be real with you, even beyond just podcasts, I think this was the first outside music content that we did.
Facts.
We launched. This is how far this goes back. This is how far the idea goes back. So it's like to see it with us three, to a lot of people that have been following me, it might have looked like, oh, okay, he's expounding on that. But for me, it was like, nah, nigga, this is where it was.
The foundation.
I mean, this is the inception, really.
Yeah. This was a bit of that.
It felt good, bro, to see this shit come to light, bro. I've been fighting for it, man. God damn,
bro. Like no cap. Like I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, I wasn't teary eyed, but I think the thing that I love the most is that it's with y'all niggas.
Yeah.
Like I think that's like for me the biggest thing, because like we've been through it. You feel me?
Yeah.
And even though we still going through it, but like what people don't really understand is that like we don't put out too much of our business. Yeah. Like for the longest, like people didn't know that what me and Joe really like did, and people really didn't know like who were the faces to your team, and all of that, and to have like a cast of niggas that you work with, and fuck with like heavy, and then to be able to bring that to like a content for you guys, like that's, to me, that shit touched me even more.
Bro, it's undeniable, bro, and it was inevitable, kid. Because at the end
fucking
of the day,
the group of Thanos.
We've been saying this shit since jump, bro. Like we all need to be in front of the camera more, because we all have a strong personality. Like with you guys being behind the scenes, like being masters of behind the scenes, a lot of people in those roles tend to just kind of like be, I don't want to say dull, but one-dimensional.
Lack of character.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe like a character.
Beyond the scope of the work.
Not so expressive.
But like when I just being around y'all, I'm like, bro, that's that's like the furthest thing from the truth. You feel me? Like y'all have very strong personalities. Hey, y'all niggas is funny, bro. But Joe, how'd you fit? My bad.
Oh, No, I was gonna say like the cool thing is that how like we each can stand alone. Yeah. Like if we were to like individually like say fuck it, let's take over the world individually. Yeah. Like we each can do so. But finding that way that we do it together is just like a whole vibe.
It's Neuyu, man.
Well, it took me a little minute to edit that first part, but but editing it, watching the whole clip, it was a joy, bro. I look at our dynamic, and the whole time I'm laughing. Some parts, I was here by myself laughing, bro. Not LOL.
You were really laughing out loud?
Yeah, bro.
Really laughing.
Bro, a lot of the clips, bro, sent me, bro. I was just like, dang, this is a beautiful thing. It's so genuine, too.
Yeah, for motherfuckers that don't even know us, bro, like I had a couple people tell me personally, like, yo, dog, like y'all chemistry was like, it's crazy. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, kid, like that's the part that hit me. Like, you feel me? Like, damn, okay, at least y'all recognize that these really my brothers in this shit, man. Like we've been grinding it out for the last 2 years, my experience.
Selfless sacrificing.
And like just to see the shit that we've been through, bro. And I know that could have broken a lot of people. You feel me? Because I've been around it. Like we've all had our own.
We've
all had and
bro,
here too.
Yeah.
And
like the roster started with how many?
Right.
Yeah.
And it feels like how many? Like so, like and that's what I don't know makes it even more like worth it. Like like it makes you forget about the L's that are constantly being dished out to the point where it's just like another fucking day.
Facts.
So let's just keep this shit going. And fucking start paying us.
Support the pod.
I want to drive to the hub in the Lambo. I want my fucking music. I want a spot. What is it? Like a spot sign?
Yeah, like a designated parking spot.
Designated parking spot.
I don't want a designated helipad.
I want to be that motherfucker who parked in my spot.
Not even, nigga. They wouldn't dare. Yeah. You feel me?
They know who that is.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have like a little. I'm gonna have like
they're not even gonna have access to.
We're just gonna have one security guard for that parking space. That's it.
That's his entire job.
The parking space gotta have a
Its own gate.
Yeah, its own gate, bro.
Yo, I want the Batman shit. You know how Batman drove and it like brought him down to the underground? Like that's my office.
You drive into your crib. You drive into your office, kid.
The fucking cave. The
But the whip
facilitated
gotta be
cave.
out there for motivation for the people who
We'll have a
come
decoy.
pull up.
We'll have a Photoshop vehicle out there. Special effects.
One that don't move.
Green
that
screen.
don't. Yeah,
It's a hologram.
It's a hologram.
Yeah.
Fuck it up all you want to, hater.
Niggas try to flick it up, leaning on that shit, fall right through.
Back up.
You thought.
Guys,
Hey man, but yo,
damn, I want to be that rich. Damn.
for everybody that did check out the first pod, thank you so much because it really
appreciate
was. It
All
was kind
22 of you.
It was.
Last
Nah,
time
it was
I
a little
checked.
bit more. It was, like
It was
30.
more?
Last time I checked, it was like 30s.
Yeah, when I was out of town,
But
I
that's
was
just
like,
the
oh.
YouTube. It's also available
Audio,
on all major
right.
streaming platforms.
But
Shout out.
that's to the point that I was trying to make. Like, bro, like we ain't really put no promo out, kid. We just
Bro,
we been
it-
talking
it-
about it, but we were just like, bro, we're just gonna let that shit ride. Man.
And I think that's what we needed because like even before when we talked about like the first time Whisper was launched, it was so much on gotta have this, gotta have that.
Yeah.
Like yo, we had the name, you feel me? But we didn't have the logo, we didn't have the branding, we didn't have nothing. And then we were just like so focused on like how the audio is gonna sound and all of that. And then COVID hit, and then we couldn't get equipment, and it was just like discouraging to the point where every day we would ask each other like, "Yo, we still doing this?" And everybody be like, "I'm down if you're down." But it was like, all right, fuck it. But this time it was just, yo, let's bring the couches together. We didn't even have the original setup, and we just was like, fuck it.
yeah, just let it ride, bro.
Hey,
And
but you
it's
know,
out.
We got a couch, yeah. We got cameras, yeah. We can
Alright.
pull it up, bro.
this pod forced me to come out of hiding, man. Now I gotta post.
Yeah,
Now I gotta
that's
lose
what I
weight.
love the most, kid.
I gotta lose weight.
I was like, oh yeah,
I'm good with the poster. Now I
Hey,
gotta
nigga,
get
I
sexy.
hit up.
Start telling these niggas how I want my hair and shit. God damn, I wasn't.
I hit up
That boy
Brian.
said, I want my hair.
I
to
wanted
the
a
right.
bag before I had to come out on. You feel me?
Hey, I hit up Brian. What's his official name for the gym?
DB Elite. Dying
DB
Breed
Elite, right? So Dying Breed
DB
Elite.
Elite,
I hit up. Y'all check
Yeah.
him out, bro. I hit him up. I said, hey, my boy, I'm gonna be in Palm Beach for the next couple weeks.
Bro, I thought the same thing.
Nigga, I literally said that, and as soon as like, you know, things settle down, y'all know, right? So as soon as things settle down and I realized, all right, I'm just gonna post up there, I was like, shit, my boy, I'm gonna be in Palm Beach for the next couple
Facts.
weeks. And what's your rate, my nigga? He was like, yo, this the rate, but you know, you family, da-da-da. I was like, nigga, appreciate you.
What?
But
Bro.
put me in for the month, my nigga, because I need to get in, bro.
I was like, yo, I'm about to dedicate 2 days, hit
Yeah.
that drive,
Yeah.
and just get that going, cause
yeah, and then just do everything else on the dolo.
I was looking at that footage, the last episode, and I was like, I don't like that flotation device I had on.
Yeah.
And,
I ain't
it was
like
it
how I
wasn't
kept having
sexy.
to adjust my joint.
Yeah.
It wasn't because I was uncomfortable. It was I could see.
Cause yeah, it's like I know y'all motherfuckers see it, but I don't care because I don't see it. But now I see it.
If you
Nah,
notice,
I
like,
care.
I did not stare into the camera much because I kept looking at the screen like, my boy, is that
damn,
me?
yeah.
Mama? Is this black really doing what I needed to?
It's
do?
not
You
slimming.
feel
Who
me?
the fuck said Black was slimming?
Nah, when he fat to a certain degree,
a fucking
he's gotta let that
lie.
shit ride.
The black is like, not you, nigga.
Hey, bro, I saw this video. I saw this TikTok nigga was like, it was like this dude in the gym, like, oh, you scrawny motherfuckers. If your girl asks you to drop and do 20, what are you gonna say? Then this fat nigga popped up like, man, what the fuck is this bitch a drill sergeant? Like,
What?
the minute she says that, I'm out. The fuck I look like Cadet Kelly? Like,
Hey, no woman I've ever dealt with has said, drop and give me 20.
you feel me? I'm
Leave.
out. I'm out. Hey, drop and get me gone, nigga.
Drop. I'm out.
It's not you. It's my fat.
No, it's
I'm outta
you.
here.
It's you.
Cause my fat ain't said no stupid shit.
My fat ain't never made it this difficult.
Hey, is she talking about call me by my last name? No.
Yo,
Hey, bro, getting older, right? Getting older as men, right? Well, Joe, you seem to still be in pretty good shape. You feel what I'm saying?
I take care of the body.
yo,
saying
all
that's
right.
good.
So for the record, I'm still athletic as fuck.
Yeah, you could ball.
Like I could ball, I could hang.
and
I just
and
don't.
I'm strong as fuck. Like, I'm strong as hell.
Yeah, like I just look like, you know, when you see the old nigga and you're like, you can't fight, or like, you can't do. I just look like,
All right, now.
yeah, I'd be like, I play with it if you want to. I,
I might not be able to fight for long,
but
but I'm
I
gonna
am
beat your ass in a little.
facts.
Hey,
I still would drop 80.
Yeah.
That's
Nah, this nigga could ball. It's crazy.
So, all right. So, yeah. What you was
what
about
were you
to
gonna
say?
say though?
I was pretty much saying, like, as men, right? We're clearly getting older. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm old as shit.
We not 35 yet. Everybody's under 35. know what I'm saying? That way I don't got to single anybody out.
I'm peeking.
Oh, my fault. I ain't even. Damn.
I'm sorry. Nah, Kev, you was right.
I'm 28. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I'm noticing that, yo, right now we should really be in the prime of our life, right?
Yeah.
But I took on a job that has put me under an extreme amount of stress.
Yeah.
It has me sitting down for a large amount of hours.
Yeah.
And in the last 4 years, I've put on a clean 30 pounds, kid. Not even clean. It's not clean at all.
Bro, when I used to work at a call center,
Yeah.
that was my biggest fear. So I always watch my diet, bro.
Bro,
I never touched anything
I didn't
over 5 pounds.
I didn't
At
watch
one
my
point.
diet at all, bro.
'Cause
I literally
it's-
lost everything.
Bro, it's
Jeez.
scary to think like you just sitting and the food just doesn't process,
Bro, at all.
Yeah.
And it's all
Or
bullshit.
it just takes longer because your body is not really like.
So how
active.
does that make y'all feel knowing that, like, because I'm sure at this point we're starting to recognize certain changes.
Bro, I
You gotta be a
definitely
little careful.
I definitely recognize my metabolism slowing down.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's why like now I eat more foods that are high in volume but less in
Carbs.
calories.
Okay.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not trying to develop either a gut or be overweight.
I don't like how you open your hand towards me when you said that, my boy.
No, this
No, you should. You the whole time you kept your hand simple. I ain't want to go.
because you know, bro, a lot
The
of
whole
our
time his hand
That
was
nigga
just
was
like,
throwing shade low key.
no,
Low
no
key,
shade, no
kid.
shade. A
You
lot,
threw a whole
a lot
tree
of
at
our,
me.
a lot of our confidence comes
Go ahead,
from
skinny
like,
nigga.
It
bro,
does.
I weigh
It does.
200 pounds.
I could lift
bruh.
a fridge, bitch.
I mean, go ahead. I'll watch you.
to your point, bro, like I respect that, kid, and I've taken small steps towards that goal.
Nigga tippy toe towards that guy.
I'm tippy toeing, bro, because my issue. Oh, this bitch is. Hey, this nigga waddled, kid. This nigga did the waddle. Oh,
Joe Grind. Yo.
hey, yo, get the strap.
I'm sorry.
Nah, never mind. But what I'm saying is, though, like, you know what I'm saying, I stopped eating meat, right? So I haven't had any chicken, beef, pork. Well, I never eat pork.
Yeah, I gave that up a long time
But
ago.
I'm still, my biggest thing is dairy and sugar. Like, I have a very strong pull to sugar, kid. Like, it's bad. And I'm realizing that that's probably my biggest issue. You feel what I'm saying?
You have an addiction to sugar, or you just
I
like sugar?
I would think so.
Yo, Joe want everybody to have addiction to
No,
sugar.
bro, it's not our fault. Sugar is in
Nah,
everything, bro. Sugar
is.
is
Pussy Saturday. You
sugar.
feel me?
What?
Sweet pussy
Sugar
Saturday.
is in, bro.
Pussy.
Sugar is in even our salt foods, bro. When you look at
Yeah.
ketchup, it's almost equal
In
parts
the
sugar.
US, especially.
And how
Bro.
certain foods are processed, like their process just is, like they might seem one way, but once they're processed, they convert into like an unhealthy structure for your body. And I think like the biggest thing for me is this is kind of why low key I don't like editing, because editing is like the most sit down in my job. So when people are like, oh, you know, edits this, edits that, like y'all have to understand, bro, it's like a mental thing, because now you literally got to prepare your body to sit there and then your mind to stay focused for hours at a time. And it fucks up your diet because you don't eat, because once you're on a roll, like you got to edit like 8 pictures.
Just focus.
You focus, or you're editing a
Locked in.
music video, like 8 hours you're not eating. Sometimes you go down the rabbit hole and you're just like, then you, the only thing that's open is fucking like Taco Bell or some
All the
nasty
bullshit.
shit. Yeah,
All the bullshit.
and then you just gotta like succumb to that. But it's tricky. But I think that I think low key collectively, this is what I see. Low key, I just see it eventually forming into it. Like we're gonna like start like a workout thing, like with us 3.
I don't work out.
Well, Joe, minus Joe, but I think it's already getting to that point. I think it's already getting to that
Joe
point.
is
Mainly because me and you, I think
Weights
I think
terrify me.
I think the biggest thing is me and you have seen the physical changes, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we have more initiative. Joe hasn't really seen that change. He's all he.
Hold on now.
I think he
Cause Joe
caught
can
it
still
early.
fit his clothes.
I used
think
to
he
be,
caught
I
it
used to
early.
be swole though.
Joe used to be
I
a
used to-
swole
I used to
motherfucker
be in
that
the
walked around
gym,
with a gallon of
And I used to
water.
be swole, but
Like
I didn't like the attention that brought to me. Unfortunately, it's too
Shit.
much
I used
for
to
me.
be mad because I was like, damn, why the fuck y'all want to hug up on him because he got muscles?
Yes.
Hey, I'm
That's
right
why.
here.
Hey, when I was in my peak physical, bro, like niggas was working out. Like I came back from the military, so I lost a lot of like excess fat. And then I just took that same regimen and started lifting weights. So I started having like a nice build. You know, niggas was already tall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
like, I love the attention, nigga. What you
experienced that,
mean,
bro?
bro?
Nah, bro,
What you mean?
it's a different
I want
attention.
that.
It was beautiful.
Nah, bro.
I want to get the
because
attention
my
like
name-
these little
my name is
BBL
not-
body hoes get.
My
I
name is
want that.
not. Nah, bro. My
Cat
name
call.
is not Hate Chocolate.
Give me that.
Bro,
Give me
my name-
caramel.
What is
Hey,
wrong with
Call me
y'all?
Sugarfoot.
Hey, listen.
Call me Plum Dick. I want it all. I want all the nicknames that y'all bitches got.
I'm sorry. Wait.
I want it all.
One
I want it all.
second.
Good.
One
Yes.
second.
I said it.
Do you know the color of plum?
I don't fucking care. It just sounded
why
like
would you wanna be called that?
Care.
Listen.
Who called you that? And do you still talk to him?
Listen, no, this is I want it all. I want
Okay.
anything.
Where did you hear that term
Cause
from?
I don't get nothing.
My boy, why is that in your mind?
it just flowed off the top. I had a few-
Put it back.
Listen, I don't care. Whatever he didn't want,
Hey, the plum I know.
drop it in my account. Drop it in my account. Cause you don't understand. Like I walk into the building, you just get a hey. You get the hug.
Nigga, you
get
tall,
the
stop
vibe.
lying, stop
Joe
lying.
walk into the fucking building, he get the fucking I want to jump on you cause I know you can hold me and catch me.
Hey, that'd be my
'cause you
favorite.
swole.
Hey, that'd be my
Like,
favorite
God
husband. I
damn.
remember one time I was in the. This is not too recent. This is clearly like. This is probably like beginning of the year.
Of what year?
This year.
This year?
Beginning of this year. We safe. We good.
You still a fat motherfucker? Or?
Nah, yeah, I was still big.
Okay.
But I was in the gym, so I started getting
Oh,
stronger
okay.
again.
Yeah,
this when I was
yeah,
working
yeah,
out with
yeah.
Deem. So I was
Gotcha.
a lot of the shit that we did was a lot of strength. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right,
started
right,
getting
right.
I started lifting a lot more. So I didn't really lose a lot of weight, but a lot of it was turning into muscle. So like I felt more comfortable because that's
Right.
also a big thing. Once you
Right.
feel the difference, you start moving with a little bit more swagger. My homegirl saw me in the gym and like she jumped on me and like wrapped the leg. She did a whole 9 and I'm like, oh, I'm back. I'm like, oh, I'm back. And then 2 weeks later I stopped and I felt fat again. So.
Bro, it's
Bro.
like women get a new sense of confidence, bro.
'Cause they know what
It's
sex positions
weird,
you could
bro.
put 'em in.
Oh, snap.
Yep.
I never really think that far.
Yep,
into
my
it.
boy. Cause I remember. Listen,
What you remember?
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
I've been with my girl since college, right?
Okay.
And I graduated. I entered college fall of 06. So we've been together for a motherfucking hella long time. Yeah, and we
You
got
sure you want to put dates out here, my boy?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
You a real
It's my
nigga.
life. I'm gonna live it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live it.
Live
Fuck
your life,
everybody.
King. Live your life, King.
So I just can play back like how sex was different, like how sex went from like she getting tossed like a
Oh,
motherfucking
listen,
pizza
right now, hey, you better just you
So
getting
now
a
it's
strong,
like-
you getting a strong 2 positions.
Listen, I look at it like so you just so lay the fuck down. Like, nah, but it didn't get worse. I just recall how many pumps you can get in certain positions, and then I'm like, damn, I know before I tired out, we was already at like maybe like
My boy,
13, 40, 50 maybe.
I'm glad you
now
said
it's like,
that. I'm glad you said that, bro.
listen, it's a safe space here, right?
Look, bro.
No,
I'm not.
it's
Gonna,
not.
I'm not gonna put
Not
no
when it gets
specific
online.
time
Well, that's why we
frame.
got glizzies.
I'm not gonna put nobody name out. I'm not gonna put nothing out. All I'm gonna say is there
Well,
was
this
a
story
moment
gonna
in
be
time.
interesting.
No. It's gonna be real short. There was a moment in time where I realized, hey, my boy, you breathing real heavy after that nut.
Yo.
Hey, cuz I was like,
See, like I'm cool with that because I used to put in like I would put in work, so
but I
would
wasn't.
understand.
Yo, this was one of them like. You know what I mean?
You know what I didn't like though?
You know what I
She was
mean?
I
on
didn't
top.
like the
Bro, it
sweating.
wasn't
You
even
was
all
laying
that.
down.
It was just one of them
It tired
ones.
you out.
And both parties were well aware that this
This ain't the fucking Olympics.
Yeah, we just going. You feel me? Like it's
This
one
the
of the
crate challenge.
Look, we both tired.
Oh,
you feel me?
snap.
You gonna make it to the top and we gonna fall.
I got work.
The
like
crate
we
is like too high.
we both knew what time it was. So
Yeah.
like it was no real expectation. We done done this before. You know what I mean? We knew each other's like we knew the cheat codes to hit. Like we didn't
Right,
take our
right,
time
right.
going there. We knew, okay, you liked it, I'm there. You
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
So we just got to business, bro.
Right. Expeditiously.
Nigga, expeditiously.
That-
But when I
that's-
tell you, when I left, I was
a-
like,
That's a beautiful partnership.
Bro.
to the point, Shorty was like, you okay? I said, fuck. I
Like-
gotta go to the gym, cuz.
For me, it's the sweating, bro.
Nigga,
Like, there's like a
on your
different.
eyelashes, bro.
Listen, there's like sex sweat that just like, all right, when you having that
Y'all
session.
don't put the AC on 62.
No,
nigga.
listen, it don't. Listen, bro. But that's what I'm saying. So you'll have sex sweat, and then you just have like, all right, nigga, you overweight sweat. Yeah, the shit just like It's when it's
just
when
a little movement gets
bro,
you.
bro, you know what get me? And I feel so bad because it's like when it drips
hope
and
you
then
don't
Shorty
say
does this. Shorty just it ain't even, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's when it
Now
gets
you're
to
gonna
that.
act like you ain't just do that and say some sweet. Hey, yeah, you like that shit?
Yeah, it's like, bro, you got to fast forward like that shit ain't happen.
That
Hey,
jump
that's
like
when you
all she
gotta-
been missing in her life.
Hey, bro, that's
boy.
when you gotta hit that spot
That's
so
a
she forget.
freak.
Like,
Listen, bro, like,
hey, bro.
it's just one of those things that, like, I don't think women think that it don't affect us as much because we're not like constantly worried about our bodies. But when it's that right timing, like whether it's you look in the mirror, your shirt don't fit or whatever, like you get like a swole nigga stand next to you, you like, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Nigga, fuck
like, go
all
stand
that.
over there, nigga.
I went to go take a shower the other day, and nigga, I almost swung on my mirror. I was like, "Who the fuck is this fat bitch in my?" Oh shit! And I was like,
It's
"Yo,
you.
cuz." I was
Yeah,
like, "Damn,
the
this
shit
nigga that's
ain't-
in my shit just staring at me, nigga."
When you know it
Bro.
ain't flattering.
Nigga, because
Like-
it was an angle. Like I was like, "What the? Oh,
like-
damn, kid."
Y'all been fucking this.
And then
yeah.
what makes it worse is the little medicine cabinet. So when it be open, it kind of give you a different angle.
you see the other
so I
side.
took my contacts out and I closed it all the way. So that's where I saw the nigga. I was like, "Yo, what
And you
the
saw
fuck?"
the real you, my boy?
I was like, "Oh, that's me."
You still gotta see that thing through.
Nah, nigga, I closed the mirror real quick.
Oh my god.
Turned the lights off and went to take a shower, nigga. I
So
was
we say
ashamed.
all of this to say we pulling up at DB Elite.
DB
So
Elite, man. This is the best.
if y'all fucking with us, fuck with him as well.
Cause
Like,
he in
finna
shape.
Yeah, that motherfucker been
That nigga
swole.
wear tight clothes and he's still in
Yo.
shape, so you know it's real.
Bro, I've seen baby pictures like him in high school, like
He a big
when
nigga?
he was in football, whatever.
Yeah.
He always looked like he was like angry swole. like he would harm you just to test how swole.
Just to see where he at.
Like he'll break a pencil for no reason. Just like, why did you do that? Cause I'm swole.
Hey, that nigga literally wear clothes that are borderline like unbreathable.
Bro.
And he make it look comfortable. That's
But
how
listen,
I know he's swole.
But this is
That's the thing when you
this is
swole,
the
bro.
when you
fit.
swole, you know it's right.
This is the fit. You can shop at certain stores. You can wear certain sizes, and I want that for my life.
Facts.
I want to be called
So-
plum dick.
Hey, y'all think baggy clothes is a fashion statement? No, nigga.
No, nigga, it's a concealment. It's a
That's all I got.
But that's a good transition, bro, to like everything for today's topic that you brought up.
yeah, man, because it's all encompassing with mental strength and as a man, that's part of your physical.
Yeah, stigmas and shit that we go through.
Yeah, of course, man, and how everything is tied into. So, that's why like today I really wanted to toss into the hat mental strength for a black man or just a man in general, because every race, if you're a man in general, like you go through this one way or another.
Right.
So, just wanted to tap on that and just like have a fun conversation about
And where did this stem from? Like the
So-
idea.
all right, so last week I was in Boston. Was
Big
traveling.
flex.
Big flex, light flex.
Yeah,
feel
but
me?
how was the trip though?
No, the trip was amazing. It was cool.
How was the trip though?
What do you mean, my boy?
amazing?
Nah, the trip was a vibe. Like, look, for me, whenever I get to scratch off a state,
Yeah.
just or add a state to my travel list, it's always a vibe for me.
Was the bitches cute?
Listen, as long as I get to scratch off the state. Nah,
that means no.
Boston is tricky because you finna have them gyms, but then you finna have them rough things to look at, my boy.
So
So
Hey.
we just focus on the work.
When we take the pod trip out there, I want y'all Bostonians to come out, man.
Listen, man, that's definitely
I want y'all to
goal.
show us love, cause shit, we connected with somebody from, but I ain't get to connect. Y'all connected.
Yeah,
with somebody
Treasure
from-
508.
and she's gorgeous, man. Super talented person too. Super,
Yeah,
super
bro.
talented
Like
artist.
the whole time I was trying to link with her. Just trying to go out there and see this at a time, but like the schedules were kind of conflicting. But that's what happens when you take a business trip. But definitely, I'll be a little more familiar. So if we just take a trip just for link up purposes, that'll definitely be a play. But yeah, so we were there. I was traveling with Ulala.
Shout out Ooh La La.
Facts, big facts, life of the party. Which
Every
is
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Facts, live on YouTube and Instagram. So we're out there, and so one of the days we had a conversation. So Mikelo Fofo was talking about how when he did a stint in prison, right? he like two niggas was arguing, and basically they were arguing about like it was a term, I forgot what the number. What's that like it was an era where it was like I'm whatever solid, but it was a number that represent how solid you were.
Okay.
I'm 21.
I don't know.
Or whatever.
That's a different era, boy.
It was like, you know, when they'll say like you 38 hot. It was something similar to that, whatever the case is. But so he was talking about how like these two guys were arguing. It's like, nah, I'm solid, da da da, and how one of the guys were like, he was solid because he didn't snitch, and it was so crazy to me how like registering that. But then when he went into the story about like what the guy was talking about in his case, where it wasn't about like really snitching. So the idea was that they got jammed up, him and some partners got jammed up, but one of the partners really didn't have much to do with what's going on. You're right. So because nobody snitched, everybody got time.
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
And then I looked at that and I said, I said, damn, in my mind, my philosophy would have been like, if you truly had nothing to do with it, right? And it was just some shit that I just got unfortunately jammed up with, I'm gonna take that hit, dolo.
Yeah, as a
I'm gonna
man.
take that. You're right, and I'm gonna be like, yo, you know, he really have nothing to do with it. Here's a proof. I got that. I'm gonna take my hit as a man. Do my bid.
Yeah,
you feel me? And I just looking at that conversation, I was like, it's so interesting how the perspective of that, where he thought he was being strong because he wasn't necessarily snitching, and in my mind, I was like, damn, you weren't, because you also weren't protecting. Because if that's your nigga, right? Like you got to protect his innocent by all means. And so I just figured like, yo, this is one of those things. Because even with music, with the media, with just lifestyle in the streets, we're always grouped into this box where we have to be this, and it's sort of like causes us to make these decisions that really ain't conducive to like a healthy
but
life.
Anything other than like strength as a man is not really welcome, bro.
And that's the whole thing. And then you have this new era, right? Where the strength is now like there's strength in your vulnerability, right?
Right.
And
right.
then
And that's almost like a new
that's a complete
acceptance.
opposite.
right.
Yeah.
And it's
What
still,
we've been taught.
Right. So we'll have a whole era of the opposite of this, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll have people that look how. So the idea of women weaponizing the vulnerability, right? Any chance they get. So
What you mean?
So say for example, you have a moment of vulnerability, like you tell a shorty one of your insecurities, right?
Right.
And whatever, either y'all break up or y'all get into an argument, and then she weaponizes it.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, yo, stank foot ass. And it's like, well, that's an issue I got. Right? I sweat in my toes. So my foot is stink. You can't fucking, my foot is stink.
This aerator.
It ain't, I can't help it.
I don't like paying to buy this.
I gotta wear 3 socks.
Bitch, I told you that in confidence.
I told you that in confidence. It's like the Kevin Hart joke where he was like, oh, you eat ass, and now you sitting at the dinner table with that you eat ass face. And Kev turned, he was like, oh yeah, I ate your ass because it was your birthday. So now you got to come up with an excuse. So it's so you have that argument where how do you be strong, vulnerable?
I think we got to look at it like this, right? If we take it back to like way back in the days, I'm talking like way back. There was gender roles, and they were assigned not necessarily out of ego. I think it was more out of necessity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm the one that's more physically capable of doing these things, so I'm gonna go handle the labor.
Right.
And women naturally have a more nurturing side, so they're gonna handle more of that side of things, right? Now what we're coming into realizing is, especially with technology and just the advancement of the world and knowledge and everything like that, there's very few things that men can do that women can't do, and vice versa. You feel what I'm saying? Like
it's balancing itself out.
It's balancing itself out. Of course, there's certain things that are obvious. They haven't figured out how to make men carry babies and all that shit. So technically, women kind of have the upper hand, because now you got strong women that can lift just as much as we can.
Right.
You got fast. You got just athletic skills. So there's really not anything you can really name right now off the top that can say, okay, women can't do this, right? So now we're in an age where we have to identify the fact that, yo, those roles that were assigned way back in the day just don't work anymore.
Yeah.
And also, shit, they might have been really fucked up. They might have been toxic, because now you got a bunch of niggas out here that's only know how to express themselves through anger and don't know how to express any type of vulnerability. And because that's been because that's been placed as like taboo for so long, that's why women can weaponize it, because they know that's a soft spot. That's not the norm.
It's still like
it's early. It's
some
new.
Embarrassing element to it.
That's all it's been.
Because you use it as a
you
roast.
soft. You a boy. Like you toughen up.
Even then, like we don't know how to process that. Even for women, they don't know how to process a man crying.
And like
what are you gonna do? Console him?
Which is
yes.
Well,
please.
So
bitch, you see me crying? Help me,
please.
So it's funny that he says that, because there's a podcast, which I'm not gonna drop their name because we ain't plugging them for free. But
you can pay us. We'll add you right here at the bottom somewhere.
Nah, throw them out there.
No.
It's I mean, it don't matter either way. But their podcast talked about how women want you to be
strong.
No, like women want you to be vulnerable, but don't be vulnerable to the point where it's not attractive.
Right.
That was a consensus.
It got to be a balance. You still got to be that nigga.
Yeah, you still gotta have a strong side to you.
Every time you nut.
Oh,
you could cry at a certain moment where it's like,
you gotta scream.
I just told you I'm trying to catch my breath, bitch.
This ain't tears, this sweat, bitch. But
you gotta cry that breath out.
But it's so crazy, because like when I was watching a video and they're talking about like alpha males, and the guy was basically saying that there's no such thing as an alpha male. And then at first I was like, nah, but there is. There's a beta male, But he was like, the reason that's not true, and it's true at the same time, is that you can be an alpha male at different point in times, right? Yeah. Like a swole guy who don't know computers won't be an alpha male in the computer space.
In that field. Yeah.
Right. So when I looked at that, and I was like, yo, that's so true. And then I looked at it and I was telling myself, I was like, bro, if that's you, that's you. Right? Like if you don't like guns, you don't like violence, you don't like hardcore rap, you don't like gangster stuff, that don't mean you pussy.
Oh.
You feel me? That just means that you just don't like it. It's just not interesting to you.
So let me extend this question to every one of y'all. I'm gonna start with you, Joe. Right? Growing up, because you're of Haitian descent,
of course.
So growing up, I'm from Jamaican descent, right?
ZB
in the building.
I could only assume, because I know that the third world country lifestyle and upbringing is definitely they're dipped in old school values.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So how was your experience growing up under that type of upbringing, but also being of this new world?
I don't think it was that much of a difference, because looking back, strength is the only thing that is required of you. You can only show strength.
Yeah.
Nothing else is accepted. And it's the same thing for American values, because you're like, you have to be strong. Like there's no way that you can show any type of vulnerability. Nothing is accepted that is deemed weak, because you have to be a man. So in essence, like when I look at it, and I'm looking now within like the last few years, where it's like, let's accept male vulnerability, let's allow men to express themselves in almost like a feminine way, because it's almost anti-masculine.
Yeah, it's feminine energy.
Yeah. When I look at that, I'm like, damn, if I grew up in this era, would I have almost like an imbalance, or would I be balanced if I had the current mindset of how to express vulnerability now versus growing up when there is no expressing vulnerability. Right. That's not accepted.
So yeah, that's tough, bro.
Were you able to express vulnerability?
Not at all.
Do you know how many times you've cried growing up?
I used to be
I
a
did.
very
I used to
I
get
used
my
to be a
ass
very
whooped.
sensitive kid, bro. Like I was very sensitive. I was a mama's boy. Like I was very in tune with my emotions very young. Like I didn't have a problem crying because I was always like the young one. Yeah, I was younger than my older cousins and shit like that. So I was a baby. You feel what I'm saying? I was soft to a lot of people's in
Look
a lot
at
of
the term
people.
that's used.
In a lot of people's eyes, that's what
That's
they
what
would
it
call
was
it.
back
It
then.
would be
Yeah,
called
you
soft,
saw.
but
You
shit even
saw,
worse growing up in
boy.
Yeah.
Jamaica. Yeah,
Yeah.
Batiman. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, snap.
yo,
You
you
not
show
only
too much
soft.
emotion. You
Yeah.
cry too much, dog. Like you're soft, dog. I mean, they start looking at you different.
It's almost like motherfuckers didn't want to fuck with you. Like you couldn't even play football.
Right. So like
Like-
you had to. What happened was
Yeah, you
What
gonna cry.
happened-
No,
you
but
can't
this
slap
is
box.
true though. It's funny
gonna
because we
cry.
look at this stuff in hindsight. We're like, bro, what the heck?
it's stupid.
This is
It's
crazy.
unreal.
It's fucking
realistic.
stupid.
It's
Bro, no,
unrealistic.
It's dumb.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
that
it's
too.
It's plain out dumb, right?
Yeah.
It's absolutely dumb because I remember being a kid and being like, damn, bro, like just because I cried don't mean I won't fuck you up. Like I would have these thoughts in my head. I'm like, bro, like you know, because
Easy little nigga.
my cousin, me and
Hey,
my
you used to
cousin.
cry with your hands balled up.
Yeah, I was that nigga. Yeah. So me and
Fist in the
my
building.
cousin,
Give me my patty
my
back.
cousin's like
All right.
a few months older than me,
Cocoa
right?
bread.
So
Hey, give him his cocoa bread.
what y'all
This
used to
nigga
say?
is
Like,
cocoa bread.
give me my fried cat, man.
The Aki for the cry baby.
That's too far.
Give-
Yeah.
give you
I
the
don't
one.
like that shit.
What'd you say?
You know what I'm saying?
What'd you say?
I'm going real racist.
For the record, we've never eaten that.
we gonna
but
talk
we
about
gonna
that
skip
because I was being stupid. That was a joke. But where the fuck did that come from?
No idea.
Because you know
the-
that like in certain Asian parts of Asia, like they do.
The shots.
Wait, say it again. What part?
They eat like cats and dogs and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Not,
Okay.
Like it exists
Yeah.
in certain parts of Asia.
Right.
So how did Haiti get that
But
stigma?
you know what? You know what?
That's ignorance. That's local ignorance.
But
But
here.
it had to
definitely-
come from
Hold on.
somewhere.
It's
though.
definitely ignorance. But what I realized, especially like looking at Indian culture and American culture and Asian culture, meat is meat. Bro.
Yeah, I was
Meat
about to
is
say
meat. We
meat
eat
is
goat.
meat.
Yeah.
And
Right.
to some people they're gonna be like, nigga, you.
But
eat
you
a
know why?
goat?
Because we domesticate certain animals, and certain
Yeah.
animals aren't.
Like, come on, who's
Like
gonna-
motherfuckers don't have a cow as a pet.
But nigga, goats are domesticated in certain
Only to
places,
certain
but
farmers,
like-
Not
but
to the
not,
extent
but
of
not
cats
to
and
eat.
dogs.
No, only to farm areas like Midwest areas that are. But they're domesticated in the sense of okay, this is my cow. He makes milk for me.
to eat too.
Right, or to produce something.
Yeah,
Not in the sense like, yo, like we don't take nothing from our cats and our dogs.
That shit. I remember being in high school. I've always been around zoos, nigga. All my homies has been zoos since growing up, and like you know, we kids, so we shoot out ignorant shit, bro. Like I'm Jamaican, so they'd always make little Rasta, weed, Bob Marley's dumb jokes,
Right,
and living
right,
in
right.
huts and shit like that.
Stereotype jokes.
Stereotypical shit, but like the cat thing always threw me because I'm like, bro, like I know a lot of Haitians, bro, and ain't one of these motherfuckers.
I've met like
Told
some
me-
Haitians that said that they've ate cat out of like necessity. But that's like old school. Like we're living in Haiti.
real
and
fucked
it was,
up
yeah, it was
time.
like meat is meat. How just like how you said.
Gotcha, okay.
But it's not like niggas out there just making cat stew.
like y'all have a whole dish for that shit.
Yeah.
See, that's
We-
what threw
it
me.
pieces
kid.
of shot.
It threw me, bro.
Our cultural dish is swine, bro. It's pig. It's
Yeah,
fried.
man, heavy.
Guyo.
Grillo, bro.
Grillo,
it's
yeah.
fried pig, bro.
Tasso, it's a goat. You know, it's a lamb. It's shit
Tasso.
like- Bro, I remember one
I
time.
I finally wanted to
fried-
just get that out the way because I'm
Bro.
like, bro, where the fuck this come from,
Bro,
kid?
we had a goat, right? They brought a goat to the block.
Who's where are we talking about?
My fucking neighbor, nigga.
Where is this? Is
This is
in
back when I was
America?
a American nigga. I'm a citizen.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
I'm on here.
Hey, me too.
Listen,
Me
bro.
too.
Just making sure.
But nah, but like I grew up in Little Haiti, Miami, right?
Fuck
so
you,
like,
ISIS.
Huh?
My bad. Go ahead.
okay, that was his statement.
Nah, fuck ISIS, nigga.
Oh fuck ISIS. Oh my
and
bad.
fuck ICE too.
Yeah,
nigga.
fuck all of them.
Official ICE is cool though.
But
yeah.
So whatever. So they brought a goat to the block, bro. My neighbor down the street brought a goat to the block. In my mind,
This neighbor was Haitian.
Haitian,
Alright, alright.
Haitian, my boy. We ain't really fuck with too much. You feel me?
alright, just
we had
keep
the
it-
little,
keep it-
we had
keep
the
it
little
vibe.
Latin vibe over there.
Yeah,
You feel me?
kept it
Come
there.
on, Estas. But
Como estas.
now it's so crazy. 'cause
Coma
my mom is
estas.
part
Hey,
Dominican.
como
Como
estas.
estas. But nah, so whatever. So we had a Jamaican on that side of the street, and then we had like basically all Haitians on this side and that side. Whatever. So one of the neighbors brought a goat to the block. So in my mind as a kid, I'm like, oh, new pet alert.
Yeah.
So because now
Hey,
it's
what,
like
what sound to go? What the sound to go?
shit like that. So in my mind, they're like, oh, we can play with it. So now we're feeding it.
You playing
my
with
nigga?
the
No,
food,
fuck
kid.
that. Nah,
You building a friendship with the
bro.
goat.
So
You're playing with people food.
I trained the fucking goat to jump over a stick. Like you know how they do the little
snap.
kennel thing.
How tall was the stick?
Bro, it was you feel me? It's like
It
got
walked
get
over
high.
it.
No, it hopped. So
Hey,
basically,
jump.
we look like them people that be like having the dogs do the dog show type shit, right?
Yeah.
So it's all the kids on the block, right? So in my mind, I'm like, oh, like it was a pet to me, bro. Then I guess it got ripe.
Oh yeah.
Like it was ready for the harvesting,
was
bro.
time,
They
bro.
killed that motherfucker in front of me, bro.
Oh snap.
That's
Hey,
kind of
what you
why I don't
named
eat
it-
goat
What you
now.
name him?
I forgot, but we did give it a name. I forgot what it was.
The reason why I don't eat goat. Look, man, my grandfather when I says he killed the goat, I seen it. We had goat for a week. I don't like goat anymore.
Hey, but what I was gonna say is like,
But why you took him upstairs though? You had the kitchen upstairs
oh my
type shit.
god.
No, I'm trying to figure out the
Wait,
layout,
wait,
the architectural layout.
What kind of stairs? The goat had to go up the
I'll
stairs?
just continue what you were saying, bro.
Damn,
Which is vice?
This is a little traumatic for
Growing
you.
up in Jamaica, like you couldn't be soft, you couldn't really express emotions. And what I noticed is you ended up having to like the only emotion that was allowed, like I was stating before, was aggression.
Yeah,
And it's
aggression,
like,
anger.
and what happens is, as young men, I think because that's the only thing allowed, that's the only thing we utilize and harp on. So a lot of these motherfuckers grow up being these violent motherfuckers that don't know how to handle
Unnecessarily,
anything. So when they're
yeah.
sad, they show anger. When they're hurt, they show anger.
Yeah.
When they're mad, obviously they anger. When they're happy, sometimes they're aggressive as fuck. You see how aggressive we are with our niggas
When
we
they're
hype,
mad,
like,
they just get like overly aggressive, like
Bro.
quick.
and then you wonder why these things are happening. And of course, there's other factors to factor in, but I think one of the biggest things is that like these motherfuckers aren't allowed to process emotion in any other way.
Bro, you know what's so crazy? I vividly remember growing up, I got in trouble when I picked up the broom to sweep inside the house.
Damn.
Like I got in trouble because in my dad's eye, men clean outside,
Women clean inside.
women clean inside. Right? So
That's dumb,
he
nigga. Like,
got
if
mad.
it's dirty.
So, all right. So that was gonna be my point,
Right.
right? He got mad because I was cleaning inside the house and my sisters was chilling because I was the only boy and I had two older sisters.
Right.
So in my mind, I got mad that he got mad. I'm like, bro, it's a fucking broom.
That's a broom.
It's
And
the- like-
that's dirt.
Because I
That's
played
dirt.
on the floor with my action figure. So I looked at it like, clean the fuck where you playing. I don't want to
Yeah.
be rolling on the floor with fucking, I feel the dirt. I ain't saying my house is dirty, but it was dirt there.
Nigga, it happens. Nigga, dirt get there.
Feel me?
Dirt get
But
there.
I ain't gonna lie, I never been a good broomer though.
dirty nigga.
I remember brooming a spot. Mama come back, broom it, and I was like, "Yo, where that came from? I just broomed it."
You a
Yeah, I'm
hoe.
not a good broomer, kid.
I mean, the fact that you saying brooming and not sweeping, that's
Nah.
why.
Nah,
that explains a lot.
Nah, broomer.
Like
broomer
motherfucker,
shit.
when I
broomer-
pick up
yeah,
when I
but-
pick up
but you
brooms,
swept.
kid, they look at me crazy when I
that's
be
the
sweeping.
verb.
Right, but sweeping is what you do with the broom.
Right. But if
Nah,
we want
sweeping is what I do to these.
sweep
All
them out
right,
they
so yeah, we ain't finna even let you. But yeah, so I looked at that.
feet
Right?
aggressively.
Y'all gotta let me
So
rock,
fast
kid.
forward, right? I've always adopted this because I think because partly I was a mama's boy because my dad wasn't home.
You was a bitch.
Nah, I was just a mama's boy. I chill with my mom. I ain't cry like you, but I did cry. I had a thing. Don't hit me in my head. I cried. Oh, listen, but you would.
Wow,
My
what was
scalp
it?
was sensitive. My scalp was
That was
sensitive.
so
Get a kid a
specific,
zook
bro.
like
Like,
you
no,
done.
nigga,
Yeah.
shoot this nigga in the army. Fine.
No, G
you flick
shit,
him in
like,
the
I
head.
had sensitive scalp. Like I couldn't like comb it. Like if it wasn't wet. Like bro, it was fuck it.
Hey, wait.
But that's besides the point.
Wait, how many years it took for that area to develop, bro?
Don't hit me in my head. Like I'm gonna fuck
this
you
day?
up to this day. That's a trigger. Two things that's gonna like instantly trigger me. Don't pull on my fucking shirt to the fucking collar get wrinkled.
You right.
Don't fucking do that.
Yeah.
when
When I
that,
spend time, like don't fucking do that. I don't want to be the fucking sloppy collar nigga. Like
when that
don't
thing
do
fell
that.
off the ladder, you did get tight, bro.
Yeah, like don't hit my head. Like I'm straight. All of that. You're silly. Fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna be a silly motherfucker fucking you up. But so whatever. So check it, bro.
Bro, that's so fun. Like,
It's crazy,
that's
bro.
all it takes.
That's all it. That was a thing for me.
Hey,
And because my dad always had the $5, gave me the $5 haircut where it was like the bald. Like it was like, it wasn't even the cool brush cut. It was like I had to wait 2 weeks for it to grow into this coolness.
$5.
It was $5 back then, homie. That was a haircut. Crazy. I'm old as fuck. We got milk for like $1, $2. I'm old.
You born in the 60s, nigga?
Yeah, we had 20 quarter juices, nigga.
Old,
Chips was $0.25. Gum was $0.25. Nigga, 5-cent treats.
You should have been a slave.
Nigga, I was. I made it out. I ran the 4-2, nigga.
Damn, nigga.
That's a little fast, little booger. He's fast. Nigga. But so yeah, so I watched my old boy. So because I always had sisters and I was always empathetic towards the way my old boy, he wasn't home to like raise us. Like he would come off of work and he would clear to go hang with his homies. So my mom really raised us. So I always looked at like the amount of shit my mom had to do. And I was always this mentality, like I think in my zodiac sign I'm a Leo or whatever. So it was always like a team effort. Like if you're skilled at something, run it.
Mentality.
Right, like run it. So I always looked at like, all right, yo, we could get the job done quicker if you take on the task, I take on the task. It don't matter. Let's just get it done. And so my dad obviously didn't look at it that way. And then fast forward now, I always moved that when I just look at like how me and my girl, how we live, where it's not really about like the gender roles. Yeah. It's about like who's best equipped to handle that.
Yeah, to complete that
right
task.
Like it's and it'll go down to like the simplest shit. Like I'm more skillful at ironing, so I would iron all of our clothes. Right Like I make better eggs, so I would be in charge of making the eggs.
I'm breakfast king, kid.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm breakfast
so
king.
It don't make sense just because it's gender assignment. I'm eating nasty ass fucking eggs. Right. Just because society said so.
I respect that because for me that's kind of how I am with when I try to like when I think about like a partner or like relationships and shit, right? I'm always focused more on, all right, can me and this person be able to function in that type of lifestyle? Right. Because if you're strictly expecting me to be this person, it'll never work. Right. And that's less of me saying, of course, there's just certain old school mentalities like my grandmother and shit taught me that I'm always going to just do naturally. Right. But it's like,
they're forming into habits.
Right. Like you said, like if I got to know that I have somebody that's willing to pick up wherever I fall short and vice versa. Right. Instead of it being, no, nigga, you're the man. You take care of this only.
Just because you're the man.
Just because you're the man. And I take care of this only just because it's like, nah, sure. Like, how do y'all feel about a Don making more money than you?
I don't give a fuck about none of that.
I would love it.
You know why I don't give a fuck about that? I don't care. Personally, I never look at nobody else's pockets. So that's number one. So I'm never concerned with how much you make, right? That's number one. And secondly, I'm always gonna be looking out to get my pockets full. Fact. So I'm not gonna concern myself with what your pockets look like, because the way I look at it, you deserve what you put in.
And that's a mentality that a lot of people don't have.
I want to be catered to, so go ahead and make all the money. Bro.
You feel me? Because some men,
about me. Hey, get my hair done. You feel me?
Yeah.
Give me some shoes.
Hey, send me out to get my nails clean. You feel me? What you talking about? I need my little shit. You feel me?
But truthfully, I think.
Nigga, ain't no truthfully after that, nigga. That was the truth.
Truth as it gets.
That's as true as it gets, my boy.
No. But in regards to like that aspect, I don't ever look at money to be a deciding factor, right? Because money has always been seen or expressed to us like that's almost a dominant thing. Yeah, you feel me? Like whoever is making the most money has.
It's a very masculine thing.
But we
were the ones pushed to work.
But that was always the thing, though. Like even if you looked at like before it was money, it was you go and get the meal. So you go out there, hunt the animal, kill the animal, bring it home, and you killed a fucking deer. She turned it into a meal type shit. Now it's just like you ain't out there hunting. The hunting is the paycheck. But that's always been the thing. But I think that for certain things, we were conditioned, like, and then this goes back to what you're saying, like, depending on the era that you grew up with, you were just conditioned, like, by default to do certain things, or to mentally process certain things better. Like, I process construction shit better than my girl or landscaping shit better than my girl because I was conditioned for that, right? But like the in-home shit, like the cooking, like my done be breaking down the ingredients and all of that. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, just take the eggs out, crack it in. And she's like, no, it got to get tempered. I was like, what? It got to get what you said, mama?
The egg is mad. It got a temper.
What? So or like
You
the
gonna
stick
talk
of
to
butter,
it?
like you got to preheat the oven. I'm like, I don't understand that shit. Turn that shit on. But like,
It's hot. Touch it.
and then for me, when she come in, she's like, why you have to put that down before you put that? I was like, yeah, because this is the adhesive, so this has to treat. Like it just clicks for me, and like I can see it before, like she can see, and it's so fucked up because she's more than just a baker, but she just has like an interest in that space.
And that's funny because for me it's the opposite, bro. Like I'm less of the construction nigga. Like I could do it. Like nigga, y'all seen it, bro. Like, I could do it in terms of you tell me to go
I ain't never
lift
see
some
this
shit
nigga
up.
build shit.
Yo, you tell me to go lift something up.
Yo, fuck you. Hold on.
we built a lot without you.
Yo.
And now you want to say this?
Yo, one time, bro, when we was building the fucking hub, bro, we was on live, and fucking Daley's like, yo, let me know if y'all need my help to pull around. Like, yeah, nigga, we need help because we putting up the drywall, so we finna need extra hands. He was like, all right, yeah, bet. Ghost.
What?
We ain't hear from this nigga at all. And then when
I don't think
I'm off.
When he
'cause
finally
probably
pulled
working.
up,
I was
it was
working.
Yeah, whatever.
I just
But
didn't know y'all niggas move that fast.
But then it was like, yo, when y'all boys, I'm off. I'm finna pull up. I was like, bro, we didn't put up the drywall, homie. The drywall is up when we needed you.
But look, this all right. To
When
my
I was getting
defense,
defeated by that drywall.
to my defense,
5'8".
this is also gonna give y'all praise. To my defense, right?
No,
when
it
these
won't.
niggas first, I promise you,
Oh yeah.
when these niggas first told me about the hub, kid, like it was a very fast paced shit, bro. For me, I was working hella overtime that time. I think I was on midnight shifts at that point too. I was working hella overtime, 16 hours a day, right? So I only had 2 days off. I told these niggas, yo, they say, yo, look, we're not doing the studio run no more. We got a spot. We gonna build this shit. So in my head, like I said, I just told y'all niggas, I don't build at all. I've only seen niggas building in the street, and I see my mama build, and she always complaining how the work is taking too long. So in my mind, oh nigga, we got 3 months ahead of us, kid. Bro, these niggas told me they putting up a drywall. I hit them niggas up. I said, bro, I got y'all. I tell them on my day off. They said it's up already. I said, bro, how? How is that physically possible?
Yeah, we was doing construction in
Nigga,
3
it's
months,
only been
4
like
months.
4 days, kid. Like, how are you done, nigga? I'm ready, bro. They're like, nah, kid, we're finished.
Because it was costing us money. Like, we was going through our burn rate. Like, every day we had to, like, basically
None of that
every month we
was
had
told
to pay.
to me. So in my head, I'm like, bro, as soon as I'm off, nigga, I'm sliding, kid.
Bro, it's just so funny.
And then these niggas are done. And then within a month, bro, month and a half, they talking about like, yo, we having the first meeting. Meeting where?
At the
Right
hub.
here.
Nigga, how, bro? You just, bro.
Cause we had to
like,
get to working, but it was just so funny that you say that though.
Like construction is not my thing, bro. Like mechanics is not my thing. Cars are not my thing. I look at a car the same way most people would think a dom looks at a car, bro. Ooh, it's nice. It's flashy.
It drives.
It go fast. Hey, this
it
bitch
smells
comfy.
nice.
Oh my god.
0 to 60.
Yo,
in
0 to
8
60
seconds.
still don't make
I
sense to me
love
for
it.
real until Fast and the Furious, nigga.
Bro, it is so funny you say that because now when I go look for a car, right? I look for maintenance things now. Yo, where's the oil filter? Right? Like, is it electronic brakes? Is it manual
Nigga,
brakes? Like,
how
where-
much my mechanic go charge me to change this?
That's why.
That's all I think about.
Because I
nigga.
can't
don't
afford
know
to pay
about-
these guys for the
Nigga,
same for the
nigga,
simple
I got
things.
an uncle that knows somebody that can handle that.
See,
my
I
boy.
got tired of that,
Hey, we
bro.
Jamaican, bro. We got hella mechanics.
Bro, I
in the
got tired
family.
of paying
You can't stop playing with me.
Jiffy Lube to change my oil,
Fuck
and I
Jiffy Lube,
realized
nigga,
it's
this
just a
is
fucking
Esther.
screw.
Well,
It's a fucking screw. I'm paying them $100
Ain't no
for
Jiffy
oil.
Lube, nigga.
And Jiffy Lube fuck you with that $19.99 shit,
I
and
miss
then
some
you go
muck.
out there, my bill is $70.
Nigga, I'll
But you
take
got
it.
synthetic oil,
What Jiffy,
motherfucker.
what Jiffy Lube gonna charge you?
What,
What Jiffy Lube gonna charge? Give me like a ballpark number.
bro? I never put
Ballpark, nigga, the
$80
ballpark.
or more.
I miss I might get that for 20.
I
Isn't
actually,
me?
for the first
For what?
time,
20.
yeah,
Easy.
for the
For a
first time I
dub.
changed
I
the
changed
oil
my
on the
own oil
whip,
myself,
bro. It
my boy.
was $21. I was shocked.
All I
was
do is I buy
expecting
my
60.
oil. Once you buy your tools, that after that first investment, you invest in the proper tools to make the job easier, bro. I just do that shit myself.
But, you know,
Mr.
we
Norman
And
Nobody
it
got
makes
a
me
call
feel
from me.
good when I'm changing the oil or working on the car. My girl brings me a drink. I'm like, damn, she made me feel like I'm the man, and all I did was unscrew something in it.
But you there though.
You unscrewed the gold screw.
Bro, I unscrewed it,
Gotcha.
screwed it back. That little thing. Pew, pew. I don't know. But yeah, it's a good feeling, but it's also a strange feeling sometimes
Let
when
me
you
ask
ain't got the
y'all
answer.
boys a question though. Do y'all get tired of being masculine sometimes?
All the fucking time. That's why I stopped hanging with certain niggas. Shit, bro. I grew up in the hood. Like, let me explain something
If
to you.
you're
I grew
too
up in
tough,
the hood.
man, you can have it, bro.
There is no way you can be mad 24/7. It's exhausting.
It's tiring, bro.
I remember freshman year we went to. I was going to Edison Senior High, and we had a whole bunch of upperclassmen, right? A whole bunch of seniors, whatever the case was. And these niggas was like pretty boys. There was the fly niggas. There was like the hood niggas and shit like that. So off rip, it got very expensive early. Like I had to compete with these niggas, and I had a part-time job, so I started like buying my own shit. And so I wasn't used to like certain name brands and shit. So whatever. So but what really got to me was it was a term, Figgy D.
I don't know what that is.
Straight face. It's a Haitian term. Straight face, right? And it was like, hey, bro, like niggas had fucking meetings. Niggas, yeah, hey, bro, when we walking in the fucking hallways, my nigga, bro, you gotta stay Figgy D, kid. I was like, why?
Straight face.
He was
man.
like,
Literal
nah,
translation.
because when you got a straight face, niggas don't fuck with you off the bat. You don't look like the nigga that they're gonna do this joke on. Cause you always had the funny niggas, or you always had the tough guys that would play pranks. Like, you know, they'll do some fuck shit, throw milk cartons your way, like do some fuck shit. Like if you look like somebody like niggas could pick on, you finna get picked on, right? So I was like, all right, cool, yeah, we them niggas. So we walking in the hallway, it's like a herd of us, nigga. It's like
Straight
we
face.
mobbed up.
Why does it sound like Mean Girls, nigga? But like
Nah, it was
Haitian hood nigga version.
So we had a section, right? A section was dedicated. Like nobody could have touched our section, right?
Yeah.
So, but it was like you.
This just sounds so funny.
So, but then, right? So when you clock into school, mean face, right? Fly ass niggas, clean, mean face.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you couldn't joke, you couldn't have fun. But then when we'll go to the park, we'll play ball. I had my homies. We was laughing, funny, like everybody just personality. It's a vibe, right? Then when we go to school, it's no vibe. I'm like, fuck this shit. I started hanging with my regular friends, the non-popular homies. Bro, that shit got exhausting, bro. And I told myself, bro, I'm not living like that. I'm gonna beat to my own drum, my nigga.
Fuck
like,
it, bro.
fuck that,
Once
bro.
you realize you don't gotta impress nobody, kid, like, cause it's one of them things for me, bro, where I was always a tall, well, for the most part, in high school, I was a tall, lanky, just goofy kid that like
Good for nothing,
like,
motherfucker.
You
joked
miss
a
those
lot.
days?
Bro, just joked a lot, kid. Like I didn't feel, but
The
there was
linky
a
part.
You miss it?
Skinny part, damn,
the
that's
skinny part. Nah, I
Joke
hated
just throwing
being
trees.
I hated being
My
skinny.
bad.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. No funny shit. I hated being skinny. I hated being skinny more than I hate being fat right now.
Damn.
Oh,
Like
wow.
to be real with you, like I hated being skinny.
Is that
bro.
because like you was like you had the sensitive side tied to it?
scrawny
and just,
kid.
yeah.
I
It was
feel,
a scrawny.
I felt a different type of vibe.
Because now I'm still
being
strong.
bigger. Yeah.
You feel me? Like I could still beat a nigga ass.
What Brian said one time, Brian was like, hey, bro, like, you just got to get big enough that niggas will think twice to fuck with you.
That's all it was.
That's all it is. Like, whatever that is for you, whatever niggas will look like,
Yeah.
and second guess, like, all right,
Yeah,
maybe
all
not
the
him.
parts.
Because in my head,
Then
that's
you
all I
good.
needed, bro. I just needed you to think like, even if you went through with it, you just had to, at the very least, be like,
Be
there
at
got to
least
be a
nervous.
better option.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I should probably go for that nigga instead.
I have a loaded question.
A loaded question.
Oh,
Yes.
it's a Brittany.
This is Brittany's voice, lovely voice. Go ahead.
Brittany.
So I heard you say growing up, you had to be strong and masculine. And even now in today's society, in your relationships and in whatever instance, you have to be masculine.
Right.
So do you feel like in being conditioned that way and having to act that way in certain circumstances, like, is it genuine or is it an act that you put on? Like, is masculinity like a thing? Like, is it real? Like, does it come from me naturally, or is it like because it's around you and it's expected? Is that why you
I feel like for me, because I never really learned it, it's almost like an act. You feel me? It's not something that
I could see that.
we were taught or know how to deal with. It's just something. It's like, oh, you can't be mad or angry, or you can't be tough. What's the opposite? Let me just try to emulate that. So in a sense, yes. But then again, What do y'all think about that?
For me, it's a natural on and off switch. Like I've always said I'm the rugged light skin. I'm not the traditional light skin nigga growing
You said
up.
the reggae?
Rugged.
Oh, rugged.
Like, cause there was always the stigma light skin niggas were pretty boys. I was always the rugged pretty boy where I can appreciate being like, you know, put together and like polished, you know, brush, fresh haircut. But I also, you know, appreciate, you know, getting dirty, playing football, like playing street football, like slapboxing, vibing. So for me, I just, you know, that's just been my life where there's sometimes, yeah, bro, I'll go watch certain movies with my girl. Like I'll be the one, bro, me and my girl still watch Grey's Anatomy
But
every Thursday. Like
what,
clockwork.
what made that? What do you think made that feel authentic to you? Because
I didn't like the pressure. I didn't like the pressure. Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I watched my dad beat my sisters because I was sweeping. I was like, bro, that's goofy as fuck. It's dirt on the fucking floor, homie. Like the house and I needed the floor. Like my sisters were like, it was Saturday and they were in the room. And it wasn't even like a chore day. Like sometimes we'll have chore days where everybody's all hands on deck. My daddy's outside cutting the yard, tending to the yard, and everybody's cleaning every inch of the fucking house. It wasn't even one of those days. It was just like a regular Saturday. And I was like, all right, I'm about to play with my action figures, but it was a little dirty. We ain't got a dirty house, but that spot was a little dirty. So we got to clean that spot. And my dad walks out, he was like, oh, why the fuck does he have the broom? Y'all supposed to be da-da-da. And I was like, bro, like, I looked at him, I was like, bro, you doing too much. Like, I remember telling him, I was like, bro, what does it matter? Because now you making this big deal, now you looking like the goofy.
For no reason.
For no reason. So I just remember just like watching that and like, and even when I had the job, right, going into 9th grade, I worked at a stock board at a supermarket, right? And then I eventually got promoted to run the meat department. And so when people would come, I was out there slinging my meat. I had the best price on my meat. Slinging the meat. It was all female customers. I was a meat man.
It was all mothers and grandmothers.
Listen, bro, if you was in Little Haiti, I serve your mom. But
Whoa.
G shit though. But so when I went to to work in the meat department as an official butcher, right?
Job.
The man saying butcher and meat the blood.
Damn, I can't win. Hey. But so when they were coming by fish, you had to scale the fish for them. Right?
Man, I touch fish. Hey, man.
He went from meat to fish.
Hey, man, go from meat to fish.
Listen, hey, Daley, bro, we're operating in America.
Please allow us
to operate in America, my boy.
To be American, bro.
So I remember having to do some of the things that I would only watch women do.
Jesus.
Wait, play with meat and fish?
No. Like you ever seen like scaling a fish? Descaling a fish?
All right, we're done. All right. Ebonics.
Ooh,
go ahead. I'm back to Black American.
So cleaning, mopping, like that was now part of my daily job description.
You were also getting paid for it.
Right. So now I was, you know, so if you look at it, like I was being paid to do feminine stuff, but it was like, bro, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't feel safe.
Bro, I'm sorry, man. It's your thing, though.
So how many?
No, you're not gonna bait me into another fucking tricky question.
How many days of meat?
Hey, my nigga said.
How long were you
I used
hired?
to work in the meat department, and then we used to scale fish. Then I was doing things only.
See, this is why you can't win, guys. Like, this is why. It's because of guys like this guy over here. Nah, nigga, apologize.
This is a very clear.
Find the words, because the
anti-masculine.
It's a very clear example of what toxic masculinity is. And
right.
Like for me, it's coming from the culture. You feel what I'm saying? Like
fucking Jamaicans.
Yeah, bro. It's very anti-homosexual to the point where it's dangerous, kid.
Yeah.
And like, even as a kid, like I always realized before I even knew what being a batiman was for people, or being what gay meant for people. Like
I just took goats upstairs.
It was
Payback.
Nah.
Nah, you said the goat was up there.
I'm
How
still
the
trying
goat
to
got
figure
to the
out.
second floor?
But why you had
It
to
was-
go
it was-
upstairs? I had the kitchen upstairs. Bro.
Nah, it was a at the time upstairs was being developed, so it was just an empty space.
So they took the goat up to the,
That's an empty space.
And killed it.
they killed the goat upstairs
Oh wow.
after all the activities.
I didn't watch no documentaries at that point.
You just watched it. You live with the.
and
you
I
said you had a relative?
never worked as a meat handler.
I had no meat.
You've been missing out, bro.
But nah, it's what I'm saying is like that shit happens a lot.
Slinging the
So
meat.
to answer your question, for me, I guess it's a little bit of both. It's as I've grown into this person, I can say that there are certain things that do come naturally in terms of just emulating things from my father and seeing like how he handled things as a man, which was being a provider. But he also wasn't like this overly macho person. But then to the flip side, I see my stepdad be that overly macho, almost borderline toxic, like aggression. And that shit always confused me because I'm like, damn, bro, like now I got two examples of what being a man can be. One where, you could be a provider and all that shit, but you ain't got to be screaming on niggas every 2 seconds. And then my stepdad where it's like damn, nigga, yo, just drink some water, nigga, relax. Like,
Breathe.
Have y'all
kid.
ever met a more feminine male that's not like, their preferences are
So they're
Straightforward.
a cisgendered heterosexual male.
yes, but with
But
more
they
like
have more
feminine,
feminine
straight
energy.
traits.
Yeah. I've always looked at like pretty boys as that, right? I always looked at like street niggas who always wanted to be fly was equivalent to like women who always wanted to be the best dressed. Like you have to keep your hair up.
Some of these pretty niggas would still have like very toxic male traits. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, but to answer his question, like I've always looked at like that's more feminine than the kid who just wanna like the kid who cries because he had he got hurt.
But even if
Like-
but even if we think about the shit that we assign gender to, bro, like it's real stupid. Like how does clothes have a gender?
Because we give it that.
Right.
We've assigned it for marketing purposes.
And that's what I'm saying. Like when you
I
really
don't
break
know,
it
bro,
down,
because
when you break it down,
because they did a study, right? They did a study with a grade level, like early childhood, whatever. They took out anything that identified the gender. They just left everything there, right? So they didn't assign specific colors, whatever. They just let the kids gravitate towards whatever, and then the kids just gravitate like color with color. It was like toys was toys, and it was like, yo, why are you playing with that toy versus that? Oh no, because I wanted this. Like they had a purpose.
But even if you look at like how they try to differentiate shit that there's no need to, like you said you like to play with your action figures. I'm sure your sisters like to play with dolls. They're the same fucking thing.
Right. Because
It's the
they're
same
action.
I didn't
fucking
even
thing.
realize that.
Right. So it's
I've been playing with dolls my whole.
You've been playing with dolls your whole life. It's a
all
kid
branding,
using their imagination
Buzz.
to an inanimate object, bro.
But that goes back to like even branding, even with the diamond ring, bro. Do you know before like the 60s, bro? Like it wasn't a thing to get a diamond ring. It wasn't it didn't even exist. Like the whole thing, diamond is a girl's best friend, bro. That's been a marketing strategy forever. So even when you look at it, like the diamond
These crackers
industry,
took
right?
over Africa,
So these
stole our shit.
They definitely cultivated the ideology of everything you know about like how to get married, what to buy. Like even now, there's the rule of
It's
it's
capitalism,
2 paychecks. The ring should be a minimum of two paychecks.
It's all capitalism.
No, it's all
It is
branding and marketing,
capitalism.
bro.
capitalism.
That's
Yeah,
all it
and
is.
marketing, of course,
Yeah,
but
but-
it comes back to the money.
Yeah, man.
But
And
I just think
that's-
that-
and I think that's why I'm saying like when we recognize that, it's less of a threat. It should be considered less of a threat because a lot of people think that it's new age where people are trying to be more inclusive, make men more vulnerable and shit like that. It automatically
You make them
assume,
more soft.
Oh nah, they're gonna turn gay, which is again still part of the problem because just because a man or a cisgendered male chooses to tap into his feminine side doesn't make him less of a cisgendered male, and vice versa for a cisgendered female or any type of whoever identifies as woman, male, female, or they them. whatever you identify as, there's no reason to place a gender on things that there doesn't need to be a gender to.
Yeah,
we all like colors. We all like to dress up. We all like to drink. We all like to eat. We all like shiny shit sometimes. We all like to feel good. Like, bro, it doesn't matter. Gender doesn't necessarily matter. Gender is a facade, bro.
Right. It shouldn't dictate the human experience
at all, kid. Like, you got people in certain cultures that wear like kilts and shit that we would consider dresses, but because it's a culture thing, we let it ride. We got like certain parts in like China and stuff like that wear these long robes, like and shit like that. But to us, nigga, that's a dress. But we let it ride because it's a cultural thing. So it's like, bro, like, you're starting to see that it's a pick and choose shit. It doesn't really exist.
It's weird, yeah. It
doesn't really exist, bro.
It's a little different if it's cultural though.
But
if you really think about it, it's
because
the same.
our culture teaches us that that's feminine. Like there is male and
but every culture has that. Every culture has what they deem
that's what I'm
is
saying.
right. So what he's saying is that the ideology of it is just an illusion.
It's all
because it doesn't
really exist.
It doesn't like physically stop you. Like breathing is real. Like motherfucker, like you need to breathe to fucking live, right? But like you don't need to handle a hammer to be like, oh yeah, I'm a man. Only men work with hammers. Nigga, like that's cap.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. Like if I find a shorty and she know how to fix cars, bro, I'm gonna tell her to teach me. I ain't got no shame in that,
bro. Look,
I got no shame.
What
in
you gonna
that,
tell Danica Patrick? She'll outrace any nigga. What you gonna tell her? You know
I picked it up on
female. She's a female.
Serena Williams. The fuck?
What you gonna do?
Bust my ass in some tennis.
What you gonna do?
And she probably bust my ass in some other shit.
Layla Ali. What you gonna do?
Pause.
Don't fight me.
Crazy.
I want
Layla Ali will whoop your ass.
Hey, she can.
Or Ronda Rousey. What you gonna do?
Not Ronda. Nah, she
Ronda Rousey will put you in the jiu-jitsu. Hold my boy. We'll have you reconsider.
I got no beef with Ronda. I got no
Ronda
beef
will fuck you
with
up, my boy.
Layla.
No.
Y'all can fight Diego though.
No, I acknowledge you the GOAT.
Hey, you can have that.
I'll take your picture.
You can have that. I don't feel threatened. I think that's a beautiful thing about this time frame and where I feel like my mindset is at. My masculinity isn't threatened
at all
by a more mass presented male or female.
At all, as long as you ain't competing with me,
it doesn't make me feel any type of way that you can do something better than I can.
And this is the thing because I feel like now that we're a little bit older and we've kind of like put in concrete who we are, we can say that.
Nah, I was on that early. Like I remember,
I wasn't as devoted.
I'm not saying that we just realized this.
No. Like I was on that early. Like even playing basketball.
I always knew who I was. Like nothing about me has changed since I would say like 10th grade. Really. Right. So it's not. I'm not saying like we didn't know or we weren't aware, but once you realize exactly who you are, it changes your ideology of like. What like how you outside move. Influence
right
does to
was going to be persuasive.
Yeah,
I remember like bro, even playing basketball, bro. I would guard you whether you're a girl or. Stop recording.
Yeah.
I would guard you whether you're a girl or a man with the same defensive intensity.
Oh yeah, no, we playing.
Like you're not getting buckets. Like you getting locked down just because you cute. I don't care. Just because you're a female, I don't care.
No, we gonna shut. I'm gonna shut you down. I'll holler at you later.
You a whole competitor, and I actually find that more attractive, bro. I love seeing women explore like their skill set. Like even one of the YouTube channels that
they dunk on you, and then you feel all
crazy
types
as fuck.
of
Ain't nobody
feminine.
dunking on me. You crazy as fuck. I don't give a fuck who you is.
I
got the defensive plan for Shaq too. I don't give a fuck who you is. You ain't dunking on me.
Let any dunk on you. You gonna feel some type of way, kid.
We bringing Glizzies to the court.
Jesus.
Yeah, Christ. That's right. Jesus. My statement will be true.
The meat glizzy or the gun?
That's crazy. That's what's on your mind.
The one
you was a meat handler, motherfucker.
Now we'll just bring the goat down from upstairs. We'll bring.
Hey, personally, G, I also think
crazy.
that I like women that are
self-sufficient.
Very much so, and that's not to say that I'm not gonna want to take care of my dom, but I just feel like again these gender positions that we've been assigned, bro. Like I don't want to live a life like that with somebody I'm supposed to be sharing this experience with. Bro, I want us to both take care of each other. I want us to both to handle business. I want us both to have some type of drive and some type of outgoing mentality, whatever that is for you. It don't gotta be the hustler, whatever. But like whatever your passion, I want you to have some type of ambition to go get that shit. I want you to show initiative. I want all that, man. Like I'm not trying to have no dime that I'm just gonna stick in the house and tell her do this, and make sure it's ready when I get home. Like
I want to know
to me
if
that's weird, bro.
I think the biggest thing that I love about my situation right now is that if I die today, I know my jit finna be raised well.
Right, and that's important.
Like that's the biggest thing.
God
for
forbid,
me.
though, because we need you here, kid.
Facts. I got a shitload of things to edit.
You got things to do, man. I still ain't get my video
that's
yet.
crazy. Don't take me today, Lord.
First Cali trips to
It's too much work.
No shade. Nothing to lose is sitting on your laptop, but it's all good.
Hey, if we're kept alive by the work we gotta do, we never gonna die, bro.
And that's beautiful.
I think we done found a
loophole.
It's a loophole.
Hey, can you imagine? You saw we sell our
this nigga need to come to heaven.
And we sell our soul and shit.
Well overdue.
We sell our soul. The devil think he gonna get our soul, but we put in there until the work I have to do is done. He's like, haha. Wait, huh?
So nigga, I seen your hard drive, huh?
We ain't never stopping.
But yeah, bro, I think I hate the idea that you know, like women throw out the independent shit. I was like, fuck that. Nobody should be independent. I think everybody should be self-sufficient and then go fucking connect with another human that completes you. Like enjoy life with the other human that can complete you.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, I have a question too.
You have a question too?
No, go ahead. You first.
Sure.
This y'all show too, nigga.
All right. So
we talking to Brit? Okay,
Brittany.
Yes.
Hopefully we have the same question, bro.
Yeah, I'm thinking we might.
Yeah.
So
I have a question too, but go ahead.
So based on everything that we're talking about when it comes to like gender norms and things like that, it's a 2-part question. What were you, based on your upbringing, what was like the ideal man like people told you, and then what is your ideal man now?
Okay, so this is going to lead into my question.
Okay.
So I too was raised in Jamaica. So I was raised with the ideology that women are the keepers of the home. Mm-hmm. So you cook, you clean, you wash clothes, you take care of the family and your man. That's what I grew up learning, right? So into my adult years now, I still hold many of those values true to myself. I am very traditional, so I will want to cook and clean and wash for whoever, you know, is living in my house. But with the new, you know, realizations, you still have that sense of independence. So you still also want to work. You don't want to be stuck in the house. You don't want to be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen, you know, but you still want to keep the home in a sense.
Right.
So my question was literally the same thing. If it is that you meet a woman who is, she is traditional. She wants to keep the home. She wants to wash and clean and cook and, you know, be the housekeeper. That's the wrong word, but in that sense, she wants to do that. She wants to take care of your home.
Whole traditional values.
Is it that you're just okay with accepting if she wants to split it, or are you okay with being with a woman who wants to hold that traditional role of a woman and be in the home and keep the home?
For me, I would say this: if that is your true desire, then I'm 100% okay with it. I'm just a strong believer in just make that choice for yourself, because I do think that exists. I do think that there are women out there that genuinely want that and are fulfilled by that. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that. I'm just not okay with you think that you have to do that.
Yeah. There's a certain confidence that comes with that, because a lot of the women that I know who want that, they exude a confidence where, no, this is really like what I want. Right. And it's like, okay.
And that's sexy still.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm on the side of, as a human, never rely on another human. Right?
Hey, bro, you got some trust issues.
Well, no. Never rely.
No, I get
like,
you.
because we all die. We don't know when.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no. This is the reality. I'm about to tell you. Because this is the reality. Tragedy can strike. Like, we don't know when we're gonna die, right? So I never want you or I to be in a position where you know, I'm not saying, but I'm just being realistic. As humans, we live and then we die.
That's the third death this nigga done said. Let me knock.
Listen, bro. Nigga knocking on concrete,
that's
bro.
whole concrete.
Concrete don't transfer nothing, my boy.
Listen, bro, you good, bro? We got too much work. Look,
We got too much work. You knock on your wood.
Hey, you snap.
But Jesus, can't believe I'm part of this podcast. I went to
better than
college
that other
too. That's
podcast.
crazy.
think we all
But
went to college.
I think it's a combination of what Daley said and also be able to survive if I'm not in the picture.
Right, for sure.
Right, especially that you gave birth to my seed. Like especially that, because I want to make sure that, because I chose to make that decision because I felt that you were a person that we can you know, have a child and raise a great human. And I want to make sure that whether you die or whether I die, like, we're able to do that without the other. So I think I don't never want it to be a necessity thing. I think to me it's always been a turn off when people are just too codependent to the point it's crippling.
Yeah.
And I just think for me as a Leo, just as a human, I was like, bro, I don't want my future to be in someone else's hand. And so
if it's crippling, it is not good. But there's some instances where it almost exists harmoniously, you know. And I think that,
I was gonna say, is that how you would?
Well,
I want to be filthy rich so she can choose if she wants to work or not. Like, I don't want it to be a thing
and
that you
would
have
be
to
the
be.
harmonious
That's
one.
the harmonious
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
Where
I want to give her, do what the fuck you want to do. Like, we good. Like, this shit, like, you're doing it because you're just fulfilling a life thing.
Right.
Like, you're not doing it to put food on the table.
What if it was a reverse,
It don't matter.
where she just held it down and just said, "Yo, you go do whatever makes you feel good."
Like, I'm gonna do that regardless. Like that's the crazy part. Like, because it goes like, it's an innate thing that I gotta go and fulfill. Like, you know, that thing we were talking about earlier, being at peace with yourself and at war with the world. Like fulfilling what completes you. So, but yes, if she's the breadwinner, she makes way more money. As long as I'm making money, I don't give a fuck how much she makes.
What if you don't make no money? You just get to enjoy what you love.
She dating a bum then.
But you see what I'm saying? That's the stigma.
Yeah,
That's the stigma that's
then
getting placed.
that just has to be something that we deal with.
and what if she's okay with that?
No, hey, bro, like, listen, bro.
Just because you
as
don't
a
make money
freelancer-
don't mean
no.
I mean, you're a bum.
My girl works in the regular 9 to 5, right? I've been a freelancer, like I've made the decision to be a freelancer like early on in college. So I've been through that patches of freelance where every freelancer know you don't know where your next check is coming from. You hustle every day, right? So there's been some stretches where like she hold down the fort, and there's been stretches where I hold down the fort, because I would make, and not to belittle her check or anything like that, but on one job,
5 bands.
I would make more than her 2-week salary, and I wouldn't necessarily have to work 80 hours. So,
7 bands.
but then again, it's that caveat that it's not as consistent as easily as just wake up, clock in, do what you have to do, and clock out. But and that's the whole thing is, as long as you're working towards like getting it, because you don't control the world, and obviously if you're getting it in abundance, that's great. If you're not, you're just not staying stuck on your L's. But yes, so if she was the breadwinner, which I look at it like now, I look at her consistency of her checks as like she's the breadwinner, not necessarily because she makes more than me.
More consistent.
It's just more stable.
It's
you feel
the
me?
stability, yes.
The stability part. So I've always looked at it like that, and like I don't just sit there and be like, I got this.
Nah, you out here getting
no.
I added to the
Can't
list
be.
of like that pressure, like nah, nigga, like don't
You
don't
got
let
this
her
for now.
get it. Right,
Yeah.
right. Like if she gets it right now because it's due right now, replenish it.
Yeah.
So we're good. So I don't know. I hope that answers the question, but yeah, ain't no bum shit on this side, regardless
I
of whatever
definitely wanna touch
capacity.
on something else on Patreon for a fact.
Just don't touch the goat.
Definitely want to.
been through enough.
I don't fuck with. I don't fuck with the goat, bro.
Hey,
Just-
you gotta
just-
watch that documentary though.
I'm never gonna watch
No,
that.
because the way it
His
leads
uncle. You
up,
said your uncle? Who was it?
Danny.
Who was it that took the goat upstairs?
No,
That's my
bro.
Grandfather.
The way it leads up, you'd never guess it. And out of nowhere,
The fact that I know now, I'm not gonna
Bro,
do it,
it's
bro.
like-
You think he a goat farmer?
I
He's
think-
like, no,
Bro.
we don't eat it. We fucked it.
I think the documentary is like 15 minutes. Bro, the documentary is like 15 minutes long, right?
Shout out to all the goat fuckers. Y'all nasty.
Bro, chill. But listen.
No, nigga, I ain't gonna chill.
Listen. The documentary is like 15 minutes long, and at the 14-minute mark, they hit you with it all. And you're like, yo, what the? Oh, you got me.
Wait, so he only fucking goes to other animals? Like goats did it for him?
Bro, this was like 4 or 5 years ago. I seen this documentary.
He fucked the big booty goat?
It was his
Hey
goat.
man, so that
Forget
that
that.
wraps up episode 2.
No.
I want to leave, bro.
I gotta ask my question.
Do you think, my boy?
Miss Brittany.
Brittany M.
So earlier we touched on the topic that, you know, women have a hard time accepting men in almost like that feminine state. So for me, I know a lot of women are attracted to alpha males. And the thing about being attracted to alpha males is a lot of women don't give beta males a chance. They always see them as not alpha.
Soft.
Don't describe it, because then you'll look at Mark Zuckerberg. He's technically soft, right? Yeah. But he's a beta. Who's coding more than him? Who's winning?
Well,
I mean, he's an alpha. I'm sorry, he's alpha in his space.
In his space.
So that's why I'm like, don't describe
that's
it.
not even the way we're looking at it. We're looking at it from more of like that
traditional sense.
Yeah, the
of
traditional sense of
swole
alpha.
niggas, like aggressive,
like the ones that you feel safe
what,
with. The one that's gonna lead
said?
you. The
Niggas
one that's gonna,
you know, the
one that you're not gonna boss around and talk crazy to. You feel me?
Ain't no peon nigga over here, baby.
Facts. So.
Don't pee on me.
What I was going to ask is, are you able to allow a man to be feminine, or is that not a thing? Like, is there an extent to the feminine part of being a man?
Femininity.
So I think you did touch on this earlier, that women accept a certain extent of femininity. So personally, I think it's a very personal question and it's different for every woman. So personally, I am attractive to the vulnerable side of a man. Again, to an extent. To an extent.
And that's the part, the extent part. What can you describe that?
But that's the thing. You cannot determine the extent until you've experienced it. So you only know how much you can take until you take that much. So like, I'll be with a man and he expresses his feelings and his emotions, and I'm really attracted to that. Or we have a very vulnerable conversation. He sheds a couple tears. Cute, right? But bawling in my lap, like,
don't fucking cry because you stub your toe.
Just like breaking down, I'm not saying one breakdown, but like people have their moments. Like everybody breaks down. But if it's like a pattern, if it's like a habit, and I feel like that's for both sides. A guy does not want to be with a woman who is just bawling all the time. Yeah. So it's the same for a woman. Like, I can accept you wanting to like bare your soul to me and let me know what you're feeling so that we can better communicate and be a better, union. But if it's going to be a constant, if it's going to be a burden, it can't be a burden.
Facts.
So I think that's it in a nutshell. It has to be something I can deal with.
So we can't live on Burden Street, facts, people. We just cannot live on Burden Street.
So one breakdown a year.
I did not say one breakdown.
So 2 breakdowns.
Because honestly, bro, that was one of my biggest things. Like in certain situations that I get into, bro, especially if I'm in a relationship where I feel like I can't express myself, it's never gonna work. Like I'm naturally not the person that's gonna cry a lot. Is it
because you feel she's finna weaponize it, or?
It's less of that, because at this point I don't care about the.
Oh, that's a dub for me.
I don't care about that.
I always felt
it's
like
not gonna hurt me.
A lot of women just can't process that, bro. They don't know how to.
But what I'm saying is, what I feel like is necessary, because I went through a stage in my life, which I think was a point I was trying to make at one point, where I went through a stage in my life where I for sure embodied that toxic male, where like you mean mug, you gotta be tough, you gotta be this macho motherfucker. I'm listening to 50 Cent every day, trying to find out how to.
Niggas wore a tank top.
Yeah, I mean, like you was.
I take a bullet or two.
I need to find out how to talk right. This and that. I went through that stage, and then it got to a point where I realized, bro, it's exhausting. Like
I always felt awkward.
And it felt goofy.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word, it felt goofy because it's like, bro,
Because
I don't
it's
need
like,
to
for
have
what,
to
nigga?
portray
Like-
this, right? So now I'm at a point where I'm more balanced. I'm tapping in back to more of the emotional side that I had when I was younger, but also naturally because of the things that I went through, I'm a little bit more hardened. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not as affected or easily swayed by certain things. But life is overwhelming, nigga. Like there's times where shit gets to a point where I don't want to just punch something. I don't want to just scream. I might want to break down and cry, and I'm physically incapable of it. Like it's hard, bro. It is a task for me to try and cry. Like even in moments where society would consider it okay. Funerals, I'll be at funerals straight face mug the whole time.
My homeboy said I'm stoic at times.
Bro,
like
it's crazy.
So
and like,
you saying it's harder for you to?
and I'm sure it comes from trauma. So when I'm with somebody, I want to know that I don't have.
you have that option.
I have
though-
that option because it's already hard enough for me now with just
Right.
what I've been through and shit already. So if now I have a partner that's making it even more of an issue, it's not gonna work for me. You know what I'm saying? You definitely not gonna get me. I'm not gonna be bawling out my eyes to you every fight. I get the opposite. I get the damn nigga. You don't show no emotion, kid. Like it's okay to talk.
Yeah.
So
Like-
I need that other side. I need the encouragement of yo, nah, sit down, let that shit out. I need that.
I think my and I think this is what makes me and my girl work so much. She's the opposite of me. Because I grew up in an aggressive household.
Facts.
Very like we yell at each other. We never got into fist fighting, whatever. But it was like a domestic violence environment.
Domestic violence?
Domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
She did that. He did that to her though. But so for me, it was always like I can turn into Hulk if I want to, but I've learned being in the hood like you realize early like who's worth it, like what's worth it, what's not. Especially because you look at the consequences. Like, bro, you don't need a Hulk every moment because then you still got to deal with the consequences of afterwards
it's
and the
not worth
aftermath.
it.
It's sometimes it's just not worth it. And so, like if I would be like up here, she wouldn't match me. Right. And so that always made me feel like I bro, like you can't do that here.
Where's she from?
She's Peruvian.
I might need to find me one of them because I be dealing with a lot of Caribbean women.
Well, no, it's
they match every fucking bruh. It be like,
Hey, that's that petty chromosome.
bro, dog.
and then I think it has to do with the zodiac sign. Like we balance each other out or whatever.
I done had
the case
every
is.
zodiac Caribbean on this planet, nigga. Virgo, Pisces,
Caribbean women,
Sagittarius.
it's a different expectation, and culturally it's a different thing. Where it's like, you know, Hispanic men usually, you know, were on the romantic side. Like culturally, like they can be the romantic. Like even if you watch movies, the stereotypes where it's like he would dance and have the flower and through the stuff. In every black movie you would watch, it'll be like a street nigga. Or like a tough dad, or you'll see a single mom.
Bitch. It's like, oh my god.
Or you'll see a single mom, bro. I've seen, girl. Yeah,
Did
I'm
you
his
just
bitch.
call her your bitch?
Right.
Bro.
So it's different.
Could it be me?
So inadvertently, they were taught to be tough too. They were taught to be independent. They don't rely because this is what This is what happens. But I think for me, what it is like the minute I feel like you can weaponize it, and it don't even have to be a relationship thing. Like it can be a friend, a homie, or whatever. The minute I feel like you can weaponize whatever I tell you, I can no longer trust you. Yeah. And we've had like a situation where like that specific individual, you can't be like everything is a filtered conversation with you.
Yeah, you gotta know
because if I tell you this right now, we smiling. When you're mad, it's a weapon to you. And for me, like doesn't matter what you tell me when we're up. Right, like when we're vibing, like nigga, I'm holding that shit down.
Yeah,
even when we out.
Down, yeah.
It just further enhances how much I won't fuck with you, because then I'm like, damn, bro, like we've been through all of this,
right?
And then you want to tarnish it. All right, then nigga, fuck you then, but it'll still be tucked away. Nobody gonna know about the embarrassing moments. And even if I have the receipts, bro, I have receipts. I could murder niggas right now.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
But like, I have the unedited images.
At one point, my phone my phone was crazy, bro.
Bro, just go to my hard drive. You'll see the unedited images of everyone. It's there.
Hey,
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
Edited,
you crazy as fuck, my boy.
But
You crazy as fuck, my boy.
This nigga got some angles with me,
right
bro.
now, Zo.
I gotta be homies with this
Nah,
nigga.
I gotta know.
And you think it's loyalty, bitch? I'm scared.
Yeah.
You think I look ugly, unedited?
Listen,
Diego?
my boy.
Hey, Diego think I'm repping. This
Let's
nigga
say
think
that.
I'm repping Neuyu for the fun
Nah,
of
you
it. No,
into
nigga,
my-
I
you
am
into
terrified.
editing me.
If I
Listen,
don't
I'm an
rep
artist. I'm a
Neuyu,
creator.
it's over. Hey, this nigga got me Suge Knighted out here. I cannot leave. Help.
Bro, you gotta
Hey,
have
just
some
leave
type of
calm, my boy.
confidence in your current status.
Hey, man, look, I fucks with.
My
I
dust up,
fucks
boy.
with-
Tell them air it out.
No,
I ain't
no,
gonna
no,
do that.
no,
It-
I don't
It won't
care.
happen.
I don't
It won't eat. I'll just look at you like,
Look, my ex had like pictures of me like when I was trying to like get back in shape and shit. Shorty like take pictures of me so I could see progress shit. Like she got all that. I don't care. Let it out.
and that's what I feel like it's strength. Like I remember this
it don't
one
matter.
girl we worked with, or I was working with. She was on my team, and I remember we had this conversation. And Shorty was just telling us all the shit that she had to go through and all of that. And I just sat there, and I just said, "Damn, like your strength is what also makes you weak, because like you're the more strong you are, like the more you have to present that strength." That just means that there's so many vulnerable things that you're trying to conceal that it's just a matter of time. And it was so crazy to me, bro.
I'll even take it here, bro. For me to get to this point is less about me conquering all my insecurities and shit. Cause dog, I'm still very much insecure about certain shit, right? But it got to the point where it was like, if I was to continuously worry about this shit, bro, I would not be able to enjoy life.
Yeah, you can't
I
function.
wouldn't be able to trust people. Like
Facts.
I'm able to be my most vulnerable self with anybody I come across because
You living
this
in your
is how I
truth.
want to live, bro. I don't
Yeah.
want to have to live with this wall of, damn, bro, I can't let niggas know that shit. I low key love baking shows. Like, who fucking cares?
Wait, nigga, you love baking
Bro,
shows?
I love them.
They get me hungry. I hate them for that, bro.
I can't watch
baking
cooking
shows,
shows.
cooking shows, nigga.
that.
But
The
cooking
Great Britain
shows, I'm
cooking
in that.
show.
But tell me
every
why
baking show
tell me
on
why the
Netflix,
best ones
nigga.
come
Bro,
in
TikTok.
when it's like at night and you hungry.
No, Netflix got everything, bro. I'm put you on right now.
Wait,
Netflix got every,
Netflix
bro.
got
They
cooking
got
shows?
every baking and cooking show competition you could think of.
Oh, that was
nigga.
on TV.
No, Netflix
they got like their own
got
original
own shit,
Oh, that's
and
what's up.
Hulu
Shout out to
got
Netflix.
some fire like cannabis
I'm about
infused.
to dub the anime.
Bro, nigga, I
It's
mean,
like
Catch up, my boy.
What?
You a little
You
far,
gonna
my
dub
boy.
what? Nigga, you better multitask, bitch.
I can't.
Bro, there's a lot of black movies you ain't watch, bro. There's a lot of movies
Yo, you got
haven't
a lot
watched.
of work to do.
All right,
You had a
so,
lot of time
we're
to,
just gonna
like-
talk about the music.
There's a lot of Joe need to allocate like 3
We're just
years
gonna
of his
talk about
life.
Hey,
in
yo,
movie
real quick, let
times.
me just do my little spiel, nigga. Shout out to the Great British, whatever cooking show. Put me on, I can't cook. Shout out to Nailed It. Shout out to Sugar Rush. You feel what I'm saying? You already know what
I don't know
time
none
it
of
is.
these
Kid.
shows.
Stop playing
I'm an
yourself.
immigrant.
I don't watch
Hey, they
TV.
got this new joint where they got like the master like barbecue or whatever the case is, nigga. Like barbecuing is an art,
Bro,
nigga. Who knew?
I think this is counterproductive
I
for
don't-
everything that you just
I
described
don't
today.
care,
no
but
more
look,
cooking
they even
shows.
got
for
a.
you.
I'm
look,
hungry.
Look,
No
fuck
more
that. I'm gonna
cooking
talk to
shows,
Brittany.
bro.
Brittany, they got a brand new show right this minute. That's
Yeah, so
that's
Joe,
on
um,
Netflix. Fuck you. Hold on, just give me a second, bro. You gonna fuck with it? It's a competition about cooks making fire ass meals out of leftover food.
I've seen that.
That
Bro,
sounds good.
I've seen that, as a
shit
challenge
is-
though.
You saw a Bake Squad?
Niggas,
Stop playing.
okay.
talking to
Stop playing.
Yo, y'all boys saw the
this is
Avengers Endgame.
counterintuitive to everything you just spoke about. Now, unless they cooking some good, you know.
bro.
Joe, a whole
They
chef
could
out here.
cook, bro.
FYI, in case y'all
They
didn't
could
know,
cook like it's.
I'm gonna let the cat out the bag.
it's up,
Joe
bro.
could cook.
I learned on that shit like
Joe could
hella
fucking
stuff.
cook. Hold on, my boy. Like not like regular cook. Joe can make shit I can't pronounce.
Hey, Netflix, holla at my
Joe
boy
be sending me
LimitlessJoe.
videos of what he made.
Hey, come on, let him finish this.
Come on, boy. You just quick to go gay, boy.
Hey,
Why you on gay
Hey,
street,
we
boy?
gotta have stuff for the clips, nigga.
Yo,
Are you truly for though? I mean, let me stop playing.
Don't play, nigga. I'm
alright, nah.
LGBTQ plus ally all day.
The whole
cuz.
alphabet, huh?
And all of them.
LMNOP community, huh?
Nigga, talk shit if you
Shout out
want.
to Carlos Miller. That nigga just stand up is just hilarious.
That's too
Say the joke then, bitch. Say the joke then. But yeah, but like Joe could really cook though. So
But yeah,
but yeah, what an escape.
You know you got to come back, my boy. You got to
most
spin the
horrible
block, my
slide
boy.
out.
Fuck it.
Hey, yeah,
I'm learning the showbiz.
This nigga slapped
I'm
somebody
usually
mama and
directing
said, Hey, so how's everything going?
Should be all right.
This is a long pod.
Wait,
Nah, I love this part, but
Nah,
we still gotta talk about the music we've been listening to, bro.
right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I kind of hate it, right? Because I'm on the facilitating side of things, right? So I come across people pursuing, you know, and especially like male hip hop rappers, right? And I come across them trying to pursue their career. And when you look at the business aspect of what is marketable and what
Oh, you
isn't,
going deep, nigga? We trying to enjoy this shit, bro.
Nah. It's serious because
I'm trying to
like
have fun with this last little segment.
no,
nigga.
because like when you really look at it from the music that is heard, right? And then for the younger artists who are coming up who are inspired, and then for those of them who can't distinguish
The difference.
like the difference between, you know, reality and fiction, right? Because it is a product that they're selling, so it's kind of like a movie, right? You watch a fucking Superman movie, you're not jumping out the window thinking you can fucking fly. Yeah, you'll be a baby jumping off the couch and be like, "Look, mom, I'm jumping from one bed to the next." But some of these guys actually live like that, where they think like those rappers who are rapping about certain lifestyle, like, bro, like, no cap, any rapper that's really rapping about this street shit, bro, like, there's no way you could be a street nigga to the fullest extent and be a rapper. Like, it just don't go together.
Shit, not the fullest
Like-
extent, but enough extent for these niggas to get
It-
gunned
it-
down in these streets.
No,
Speaking of, we
like,
had 2 niggas get shot up this week.
yeah, but shout out to those boys.
One of them's
one
gone.
of them is gone. You know, RIP to WizKid.
No, I was at a facility when that news came out.
Yeah. I was in
Yeah.
Boston when I heard it.
Huh?
Whiskey?
Not WizKid.
WizKid.
One of the affiliates from
Kodak Signee. What's his name?
No, WizKid is very much alive.
Not WizKid.
Yeah, he. I think he on tour. So
He's
hold on,
killing
what's
shit
his
right
name?
now in another way. But
facts. That Essence going crazy.
But-
bruh, if y'all want to pull, to all my
Hey, but
homies
Shorty-
out there,
Shorty-
if
Shorty
y'all want
off-
to pull any Caribbean
Wiz
girl
the
right
Wizard.
now, just start singing Essence.
and Shorty,
Let's not. We really.
oh yeah, but yeah, he got his body was found somewhere in
Yeah,
Hollandale.
with gunshot wounds, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's suspected that he got dropped off there. Like
Yeah. He was rolled up like it was like
and then Spot him got him.
got shot. He was in
got
critical
shot
condition
up.
last report. But
Leaving
even
the studio.
right, but even to that, right? Like even to that, where like, you know, you look at like Game and 50 Cent, and like you look at certain cases where like these guys had to live these things, right? Like there was no choice. Like I was just living in it, and then I could rap. You got some of these kids who look at it in the opposite direction, where I
have to live in it.
No, I could rap, so I'm gonna pretend to live in it. And when I say pretend to live in it, like there's certain, like you have a choice to a certain degree where you could hang in the street. Like if you have a choice whether you can be in the street and not be in the street, I don't think that you should be like really moving like that, because it's not healthy. Because then you're gonna come across a nigga who just, I have to live this life.
I want you to hold on to that, because that's a whole episode.
Right. Okay. So
a whole episode.
So bringing it back to the music thing, and then bringing it back to the facilitating side, it just makes it so hard, because we look at like what we can market and what we can't market. Right. When you look at the product, it makes it so hard to develop the product, because then you have these guys who are like really artistically talented,
Very
And
talented.
they
Like-
don't want to get out of the headspace.
and they don't want to get out of that headspace where
But
they're
that's what I'm
just
saying. That's a pod
in
within
itself. And then we can definitely expand on that.
And I
But like,
want to tap into that for sure. But just outside of that,
it just
what music-
seeps into the music.
what music are you able to enjoy?
I mean,
right now, like
I mean, I'll enjoy for what it is, right? And I'll just look at it like, for me personally, and you guys would give your perspective. I would listen to the music on the surface. I won't buy into it where, you know, a rapper saying certain things. Now I'm gonna go and like try to live that life.
No, that's what I'm saying.
and all
Like,
of that.
give us an example. Like, this is just a
Like even you know, not the baby, Lil Baby,
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
Lil Baby shit, or even listen to Pooh Shiesty and Lil Durk, you know, Get It Back in Blood. Like I can understand the concept, you know, growing up in the hood. Like, oh, yep, that's the rules. Or even Yo Gotti when he talked about like
it goes down in it because it goddamn show
like
dude,
like
man.
you
My
can't go
demons
back
be
to the plug and
crazy.
get a refund. like, or you can't go to the police on some street business.
Yeah.
Like you
They
can't.
stole my coke.
Yeah, you can't.
Sir.
By law, it's not even by law. Like that's a
going to
contract
prison.
that can't be. That it's a thing. Like any illegal activity is automatically avoided contract. Like bro, like they don't even look at that like that's in a real agreement because it's illegal. So you can't even do that. So when you look at Yo Gotti saying like bro, like we gotta handle it with street court system. I understand
politics,
it. Right? The street politics, street rules is fucking high. Is really real.
So what about you? What type of music you enjoying right now?
Katy Perry.
Nah, bro.
That's fucked up.
I don't know the last Katy Perry song I heard since the radio
Katy
hits.
Perry since the Snoop Dogg joint, or like when she was in
Katy Perry, that girl that looked like 4 other girls, right?
I kissed a
No.
girl
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I Kiss a Girl I Like This.
No. But she's a girl that looks like 4 other women, right?
I don't know about that.
Brittany, am I right? I'm not like she's not the one that has like 4 other.
Oh, you talking about
doppelgangers.
like that Harley Quinn picture? That's not
Bro,
not her.
Katy Perry has like a
It's
thing
not
where
her.
she looks.
It's not her.
All right,
I saw. I
She's
know.
on American Idol now, right? She's still a judge on American Idol or something.
Well, forget the Katy Perry.
While he Googles.
I've been listening to. Actually, I've been enjoying a lot of R&B lately, but
Trying to make a baby?
as of the last few albums that's come out, I've been stuck on the Drake and Kanye album. I also went back and listened to the DJ Khaled album that came out, and recently I've been on the Baby Keem album. Did you get a chance to check that out?
Let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Top of the morning.
TV.
Top of the morning.
Rag
I be feeling
I
so
haven't
left out.
I haven't gone through the whole thing.
I gotta listen to more music.
But R&B is more my vibe right now, man. It's put me in a different space. I've been experimenting with new sounds. It's cool, bro.
Even
she
R&B
looks like the girl from New Girl. I told you.
Nah, Zoe.
Chanel?
Told you,
Chanel,
nigga.
Like even music, even rap. What used to be like soft sensual rap music, and like lay you down and da da da. It
no
got
more.
like it got so tough. Like even
It's
like
just a
trap
time frame,
soul.
bro, because hip hop has always kind of gone through that. You feel me?
And it just and that's why I feel like sometimes, and it's so crazy because even when Britney said it, like it just got to have a balance, because these same tough street niggas that these girls would chase and fiend over, right? Like quote unquote how they say, yo, I want a hood nigga. And then you'll hate him for the same hood tendencies he have. Like, nah, I want to see a chick flick. I don't want to go hang out with this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. That shit is da-da. And they'd be like, damn, nigga, like you ain't about nothing. So it's kind of like, how can he even exist?
I'm gonna check out that Keem because I want to give it a shot. I heard him on the Kanye album, which impressed me. He didn't impress me too much on his 2 songs that I heard with him and Kendrick, but I think that's because I'm comparing him to Kendrick. So it's like a hard like bar to pass. But when I heard him on that Kanye project, I was like, damn, little dude got some potential. So I'm gonna check him out. But I've been fucking with the Drake album still, and it has grown on me a lot more.
Yeah.
What song is he on in DJ Khaled project? The Keem guy? See if I heard it.
DJ Khaled, no,
Kanye's.
the Kanye project.
Oh, I thought
I'm
you
not
said he was-
sure the name
I
of the
can't.
song.
I don't know. I don't remember. But he did pretty well, man. We played it in
Kelly.
Played in the
we
car?
played it in Cali. He
I
snapped.
feel like we played it in the car.
Yeah, he
at some
snapped.
point.
He snapped.
I remember seeing the name on the
But
dashboard.
I'm also that Nas X project is good. There's some vibes on there, bro.
Little Nas X.
Little Nas X.
He excites you.
He excites you.
But does he excite you?
Go check out that skit on YouTube right
How do you? That's funny. That's. I love to impersonate. I just wish I was better at it.
now. He impersonated a lot when he was handling meat, scaling fish.
It's crazy when they took that goat upstairs.
I didn't take the gold,
But you was there though.
but you watched it.
Nah,
It was in your house. What your family about?
Hey, come on. Now.
Hey,
Rest in peace to grandma,
Vice,
grandpa. Man.
Vice got the craziest documentaries, though,
Dude, bro. White boys
I don't
going
even
in the
Vice
hood.
be like approving any topic, bro.
Wasn't
bro.
Vice the one where that little light skinned nerdy dude went to go with Gucci
Migos?
and shit? Nah,
Oh yeah,
with
well yeah,
Gucci.
he
Nah,
did that.
Noise.
Yeah.
Was noise.
Oh,
That
it was noise.
Yeah.
Oh
But he
man,
was
So
like-
he was like nervous, like when they brought.
But they got that
Lean into
nigga
the
lit,
room.
and he ended up fucking
yeah.
up. He's like, bruh, so you know
They
what I'm saying?
threatened him. That's
Some
like, yo,
niggas
if you in here, you gotta.
Some niggas, you know, they born with the sauce.
facts.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you can get lost
But
in the sauce.
Hey, bro, you can get lost in those Vice documentaries, bro. They're so real, and they let anything fly.
I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like this is like a 4-hour pod. So can we wrap this the fuck up?
No, we can't.
I mean,
You
it's
wanted to
about-
talk. You get the opportunity to talk.
Fred,
Now you
it's your
trying to
show.
stop talking. You
Every
gonna keep
fucking
talking.
day when we gonna
You
get the
better
pod
talk.
back up? When we gonna bring the pod back
Nigga,
up?
but it's
Let's
4
talk.
hours,
Let's
bro.
talk.
Like, come on.
Let's talk.
son.
Hey.
Like, let's go home.
We still got the Patreon content, but let's close it out right here.
At the end of the day, I'll just give my thoughts on men's strength. I think as men, I think we need to make sure that we find strength in our vulnerability. We find balance in our insecurities, where we don't let it be toxic in any way, and that way we're always in control. And that's where you're really strong, when you're in control. And yeah, bro, just be at peace with yourself and at war with the world, and not the other way around, man. Shout out to Nipsey on that one. But yeah, man, that's really how I feel towards it, y'all boys.
Well, I think it's an ongoing battle every day. It's very difficult to be masculine and feminine, or better yet, to stay masculine. And even now, those words are kind of like teetering, where people are like, define masculine, define feminine, but we know what it is. But you know, at the end of the day, it's best to know who you are and to be yourself. You know.
Hey, man, really just to kind of like go further into what everybody's saying. That's pretty much it.
Lazy motherfucker.
Yo, you want to go so bad.
You're a lazy motherfucker.
What the heck?
You the nigga that just start passing out the offering tray. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna go see what new
bro.
Katy Perry releases
Come
out,
on,
man.
bro.
I'm out.
Hey, man, I go by Daley HTG.
I go by Diego the facilitator.
It's LimitlessJoe. Hey man, support us. Buy our
So we
merch.
getting to the Patreon now?
Buy our music.
Oh, shit, you still going.
Buy.
Head over to Patreon after you watch this and catch what the wild shit that this nigga's just sat up for.
so
He
look,
just
my
woke up.
We talking about
All
Patreon,
right, we
all
out.
right?
We out, my boy.
So look,